BQ, what's going on, beautiful? We waiting on the guests. We're waiting on us a guest. I got pressured into going live. Hold on. How you been, sis? How you been? How you been? So, we're supposed to have a guest, JoJo, and hopefully Sir Miguel. They wanted to get kind of into relationship rehab, some dialogue about it. Yeah, so I'm like, I was kind of still doing the bathroom. Shut up, Audra. Don't start. Now, before we start, yeah, I need you up here because this can't be a 2-on-1. I gotta have more female up here in helping me with my defense, or agree to disagree and all of that stuff because somehow JoJo still thinks that he has all the answers to relationships and how they're supposed to go and what we're supposed to expect out of them and things like that. So now, okay, so because I don't know StreamYard like that. So let me see. Share your referral link. Okay, so what is the link? Happy early birthday, Pap. Look at Harlem here. Thank you. Yes, it is my birthday weekend, y'all. My birthday is Monday, and I have not officially went out to get all of them cups and the banners and things that they have that be like 55. I am 55 Monday, y'all. What a blessing. I'm still kind of in shock. I'm like, damn, what? Yeah, I made it. I made it. So I'm astoundingly happy, right? I'm so happy. So they made you send a copy. What? What? What did you put the wrong birthday in or something? I've never heard of that, Audrey. Never. Okay, so I'm trying to find the link. Check out YouTube. How do I put a link in here? Wait a minute, you might have to help me, Beauty. Where do I get the link from? I don't know StreamYard like this. Um, yeah, I was coming on so I could hear y'all say happy birthday, Pap, happy birthday, Pap, happy birthday, Pap. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. So thank you, Harlem. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Okay, how do I new to StreamYard? I think I got the. Where do I get the link from? How do I do this? I'm never on StreamYard like this. Hold on, let me see. Happy early birthday, thank you. Okay, Beauty, you know how to do it. I do not. Where do you get the leave? Go to the share button and copy. Okay. Go to the share button, which is I do not know this shit. It says new to streaming or looking to level up. Check out StreamYard and get attendant. Um, Wait, I'm trying to see because I don't see no share. I see settings. I see people. I don't know what this button is for. It says present. Oh. Okay, so invite guests. Oh shit. Okay, so I copy. Okay, all right. Okay, I got it. I got it. Copy. I wonder, can I? Okay, so now go over here and paste. No, it will not. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think I did it. Unique, you're here. Hey. So it is 10:48. It's 10:48, you guys. Let me give you guys a little bit brief of my day. Most of you guys know that I am doing my bathroom, just kind of upgrading it, right? And I had to redo. Is the mic okay? Is the sound okay? So I had to redo a lot of stuff that I paid my brother for, okay? And I'm taking this on by myself, and so between that and work and writing papers and cooking and whoa, it's been a lot. So I try to grab some sleep, when I can. And believe me, I've been tired, but I'm still pushing it. But I did it. The link is in the chat. I think until I feel like upgrading this. Look at K Shady. What's going on, K Shady? What's going on? But it's 10:49 now. Mr. Jojo the Ryan, and I think Sir Miguel, if he has not fallen asleep. I still have my slur, as I'm still straightening up my teeth. See there? They looking nice, right? They looking nice. Oh, I'm still working on that. And they told me 10:30. I was approximately about 7 minutes late. 7 minutes late. So they wanted to get into the topic, and the crazy thing that got me really here is because JoJo put out, I like tapping in on their chats when they're having fun. And you'll see me kind of pop in when people are having fun. Okay, they coming. Okay. But when they all into that other stuff that's going on, I stay away from the chat. So the topic today, or tonight, is going to be about, you didn't see the title, he wants to get into relationship kind of rehab, revisiting. You weren't, I think maybe you were around unscript. What's going on, girl? But we used to have ladies' night, and then we would switch over and also have the dialogues pertaining to R. Kelly. So we used to take, after so much going on through the week and information being dropped, we used to come over here and everybody would chill and have fun, ladies' night, talk, they, get into relationships, we would do role playing and laughter and laughter and laughter. And then the week would roll around, and then it would be all about, okay, more paperwork is dropping about R. Kelly. So sort of like Saturday nights was that digress day. Get your drink out, pull up your chair, talk your stuff in the chat, but don't target people, don't bite people in the chat. But we used to chill over here. So, but I was over there because I was putting primer up on one side of the wall, right? I'm doing primer up. So it ended up, it looks good, y'all. It looks way better. I don't want to tell my brother, like, I think I'm gonna need my money back. But I think my brother took me, y'all. I think he took me and took my money, and he didn't do a good job. I'm living with that. I moved on. Ain't nothing I can do but tear it down and rebuild it back up. I'm very good with DIYs and not as good as beautiful though, right? Because if you guys see the stuff that she buy and make, you be like, oh my God. I'll be like, oh, I want that. I want to do that. I want to do that, right? But mm, doing it on my own. So I've been full of mud, trying to keep my hands all soft and pretty. I have not been able to do my nails or do nothing. My hair is wet. I just kind of wetted, sweat, y'all. But y'all remember when I was bald head? When I'm like, it was that short. Do y'all remember that? But let me tell you what made me push this channel out tonight. JoJo said something that I was like, what? What you say? He said that you should come live tonight. Yeah, it's growing. It's getting there. It's getting there. So, but it's wet right now though. It's wet. Probably from I was just damp. But he says what? Well, That's if you can go live. And I was like, what does that mean? He says, well, you have to get permission. That's if your boo will let you go live. And I'm sitting there like, so you perpetuating that I I need permission to go live. So this is what sparked up this whole thing about relationships. That's what I said, man. I was like, what? How old am I? How old am I? So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. What's going on, SKTV? How are you tonight? Hey, thanks for joining. Hope you stick around with us, ladies in the chat. We supposed to have a gentleman on the panel tonight to discuss relationship rehabs. The good things about them, the bad things about them, why you in one, what made you get out of one, um, how to make it successful, and how you really scared. Okay, now you got to be careful, SKTV, because there is moderators in here, and I love my trolls. Don't get me wrong, because you're new here. I ain't never seen it. But disrespect will get you blocked off. And I don't want you to get you blocked off. And you can type your little funny, weird stuff in here, but anything provocative or, okay, so you're not a troll. Okay. Hey, stand me correct then. You're not a troll. But why are you really scared? I want to know why you're scared. But so that's what he said, man. He said that, um, yeah, if if he lets you go live. And I was like, okay, I don't know what century you're living in or what are you talking about? But where is it that you still have to have permission to do things? Now, what does happen is I will make mention of it and be pretty fair about and respectful if a significant other or your whatever say so, well, oh well, I mean, do you have to? Well, I kind of had this plan and maybe we could, then I'll think about it. If it's something that he had planned or thought about or need my help in doing something, I will evaluate the situation to see if it's something that he can hold off doing and then let him know that, hey, I can take care of that. I'll take care of that. But right now, I'm going to do this. Now, if there is a furthering problem and, the fuels spark up to be like, well, and you're doing this and you had time to do this today. And, well, why you pick a time to do that now? Then it's a problem. I'm letting you know that it's a problem. I don't know what time, and I don't have to shit jot it down or nothing like that. But yeah, then that can become a problem because now, if I can speak to for some of the females, it becomes a more of a controlling stance now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, whoa, 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 hold up, because that will not be any of that's going on. So, but I'm mindful. Yes, you did. Beautiful has met him. Absolutely. He's cool, he's cool, but he takes his stance as a man, but I also take my stance also as a woman. And sometimes if we have to elevate a little bit, we still, will meet each other and, into a decision to, okay, but we go here. We do. We don't. We're not always here every day. There's some days where sometimes he may tell me shut the fuck, and I may tell him "Look, you shut the fuck, But in my title, like I say, it's so many different avenues to keep it successful, keep it going. And with the way that we are over many, many years, we both know each other's personality. We know what triggers each other. We know what it takes to make it back up with each other. So I think that that's why the bond is just there. Yeah, trust me, I get pissed off. But me being pissed off doesn't mean that I should just give a swift kick in the caboose. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can reconcile things and know that it's going to work out. But relationships are going to get heated. Relationships are going to be fun. Relationships are going to be lovable. It's giving, it's receiving. It's just there. I think, I don't know, relationship versus love is a whole another dynamic. You can have the relationships and try to make it work, but if you don't have that absolute love bond, you kind of really not going that far. You're going to play around with it for a little while, but you won't go that far because you're going to end up finding all reasons and nitpicks and everything that now draws that the love that you don't have into almost not, well, hate, like, oh, like everything is going to bother you. And at that time it's almost time to call it quits on that, because if you stick in it beyond that, in my opinion, now there will be fights breaking out, and because of that's how you're going to come to express your anger even more, and you don't never want to get to that point. But we also know that we've seen plenty of relationships around on the media, whether it's the national media or social media right here, where you can click on something and there's this outbreak of a big old fight. And those people just have grown to where they just really despise each other, and everything is affecting one or the other. Then the fights break out. Then people start putting their hands on each other and ramming your car into it, or slicing tires, or busting windows. You should be able to walk away way before it gets to there's Audra's trying to come up before it gets to that point. I think she's connecting her device. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm only here. Hold on. Why am I frozen? Okay, there, we're back. I was frozen. But because Jojo acts, and now I'm here, and I'm calling his bluff, and he's not here yet, and it is 11 o'clock. And this is a problem about, one of the problems, right? Of relationships. Yeah, hit the like button, you guys, right? When you schedule something, right? I'm a almost prompt person. Okay. Um, when I do fall late, he popping in now, y'all. He popping in. But okay, so how do I get them? How do I get them up on the screen? Oh, add to the stage. Oh, that's what I did wrong with the Okay, you late.
Nah, I ain't late. Can you hear me?
You late, and you know what? This is like part of a relationship problem right here. Right here. This is so you want so put this as number one right here. Put this number one on the dialogue. Yeah, put this on.
First of all, can I be heard?
Absolutely. First of all, welcome to the show. We are here today, as I explained to our visitors over here in the comment section, because I think you threw me a challenge. That's what really made me click on here, just so you know that. About I have to have permission. We're gonna check that in the bud. And but welcome to the channel. Everybody knows that you are coming here, and this is going to be part of the dialogue, and we're trying to revisit and restart back up our ladies and gents night and have some fun.
Yes, indeed.
All right, you have the floor.
Ain't no echo or nothing, huh?
Mm-mm.
No, I heard you up here. I heard you up here trying to sell all that crap. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't working.
Nah, that shit don't work.
Oh,
Nah, that don't work. That don't work.
somebody got to
Only
light the
time,
fire though. You know how you gotta light it. Audrey's on
only
the
time
on the
that
panel
working.
too. So don't you and Audrey get into it. This is nothing about R. Kelly tonight. This is we're gonna stick to the topic and have some goddamn fun.
Well, first of all,
Hey,
let me say hello to everybody. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
I'm probably gonna hop off early because I only got like 2 or 3 hours sleep last night, and I'm kind of sleepy. But I just had a question, like, um, okay, have you ever dated outside of your race? Either of you, not necessarily like
She has some echo.
Caucasian, but like even if they just from another country, you know?
No. No.
No,
No.
uh, you,
Who's
Ryan?
echoing? Is Audra? Is it
No,
Audra? Oh.
I'm
She
echoing.
has an she has an echo. She probably got a device on in the background.
Oh shoot. Okay, hold on.
Turn it down. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
I'll go first and tell you no. It's just my preference, and I always have just chose to stay dating inside my race. Never dated outside. I I'm not gonna say I don't find it attractive, but I have a hard time finding it. Like I don't know, just attractive to me. I like my
Yeah, but
color.
and here's the thing: we have to establish what is considered dating. See, that's the whole thing about this.
Oh Lord, here you go
what,
with
No,
his
no.
what's the what
philosophy.
what's the difference? What do you mean?
Yeah, but because you know, dating has a definition depending on how you
Yeah.
date.
Mm-mm.
So when you say dating, what do you mean by that? See, that's what I mean by people like to sugarcoat
Okay,
this thing, man.
I have dated someone from Haiti before, and the only reason I'm bringing up is because of the new FBA culture that's out, and also what I'm learning is that some of our music, especially Southern, like Southern rap, you know, it may not have all been FBA music. It might have, it definitely was not, right? Like Uncle Luke, I just found out he was from Jamaica. So he was like mixing dance hall with rap. And I don't know if you listened to that music back then, but I wasn't allowed to. And when I listen to it today, like just understanding what was played, just to hear it for what was played, because I don't like it. But there's definitely culture differences, and I wonder if we know who we're dating when we're dating those that look like us, but they may not be us. You know what I'm saying? They got the dialect down key. They can sound like us, dress like us. You see what I'm saying? But when the woman decides, okay, I'm going to take your child and raise him by myself, and now this child has killed someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, are we cognitive? Are we paying attention to who we're dating? That was where I was going with that.
Okay, interesting. Let's deal with this FBA. It's no different from idols. You know what idols is?
From what? Idols?
Idols.
IDOLS?
No, ADOS. ADOS, you can, my dialect and the way I speak it. African descendants of slaves. I know the
Oh,
foundational
African
Black
descent.
America.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just learned about FBA in the last 2 weeks or so, a month. So I don't know all of the terms. All I know is what I am,
Is
but you know,
okay. Well, okay. And I'm not trying to be facetious here. When have you established that?
when have I
Yeah.
established who I am, what I am?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Well, anytime, and if you go back, like when we were talking about anything where our lineage or where we from kind of comes up, I'm like, I'm African American. I'm
Okay.
descendant of slaves. I always add that. Um, but yeah, with the FBA term, foundational Black Americans, that makes sense in terms of our tax money, our taxes, because we've paid in so much, and I don't think we realize just how much money we've paid in. Just imagine we're the ones paying for all these wars. Us, the people that look
Wait,
like
wait,
us.
wait, wait, because you're throwing me. I'm trying to stay with this because I'm trying to understand
I
the
mean
balance that you're trying to make with
Mhm.
dating someone, but also getting into the
Background of them,
yeah. I'm trying to.
because with all of this
Oh, you're
FBA
talking
talk.
about their taxes and this
Mhm.
and that, but then I thought that we were at that JoJo asked a question like the difference of dating and possibly having a date. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? But you went deep. Like they have. Go ahead, Audrey, because
Yeah,
this
because if
sounds.
you think about it, a lot of
Mhm.
times a baby can come out of a situation where two people weren't even in a relationship; they just having intercourse. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
that
I
would be a
bring that
date.
up
That's just a
because
date.
yeah, but I'm bringing it up because I'm hearing a lot of people online, particularly from other states. I'm Southern, I'm in Florida, right?
Hmm.
But I'm like, other states, maybe Ohio, Michigan, New York. I'm hearing, Chicago, people talk from different places, and I'm like, they have a lot of these people seem to have good upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Morals, you know. Whereas down here in Florida, we have a big culture, well, a big mix of people that look like us, but and talk like us and everything, but not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? There's not very many good options in terms of relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me ask you this. How do you equate your lineages to dating?
I'm not really. I just actually came up with this these last few days, like last 2 or 3 days, because they were talking about the FBA, saying that Uncle Luke is from Jamaica, and I'm like starting to think of dance hall music and the islands. Like, I'm just listening to these content creators that are not FBA. These other content creators that are always nitpicking on us, yet when they talk about where they come from, they're saying, well, my mother sold her body, my sister sold her body, everybody was selling their bodies. Like my pastor, my last pastor I had was Bohemian, but he was from the Bahamas. He's Bohemian. And it was like that in his household. And this one vlogger that followed the Diddy trial, he's from Trinidad, and he had that same upbringing in his household, that same like debauchery type background. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay. So
So,
will it be safe to say you've dated outside of what you consider FBA?
well, the one
And why
guy
would you
I
do
dated,
so,
he's
though?
not like that at all. Like he's not
No,
like
no,
that.
no. That's not what I asked you. I said, would it be
So everyone's not like that from there, from anywhere.
so? Have
There's
you
gonna
out?
be.
So have
Mhm.
you dated anyone that would you would consider you? Listen to my words carefully. That you would consider not FBA.
Have I dated anyone that was not FBA?
Yes.
Yeah, the guy from Haiti.
Okay. Would you consider him not to be FBA?
When he came here, he didn't speak English.
That's not. I'm not.
He's
I
from
don't.
Haiti.
I
Bon
think.
Aïe. Yeah, he's from Haiti. Hmm.
So him being from Haiti, would you consider him to
Hmm.
be FBA?
Not of the United States. Not FBA of the United States. FBA of Haiti, yes, but not of the United States.
Okay, so let's get a clear understanding on what you consider FBA to be.
Well,
Foundation
for
Black
me,
Foundation Black America.
yeah,
That's what it stands for.
yeah, for me, I'm more of an economics driven type person in terms of the United States, in terms of a country,
I, I'm
right?
not. I'm not. I'm not
So
here to
for
talk
me, it
about.
boils down to tax money.
By all due respect, I'm not here to talk about economics. I'm talking about
Hmm.
dating.
Well, okay, so FBA is a person, as a person. To me, it falls on culture, right? Like the food we eat,
Yes. So
how we conduct, like within our family, right? Like you may have brothers and sisters, right, in your family, right? Or you have cousins. Within our little circle, we have like a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? There's no dispute over. You know what I'm saying? Like we just vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like you
no,
And
want
at
to
the
be
same time,
I
we
don't
don't
know what
vibe
you.
with those
I,
in our community. No pulling out Uzis and saying we're gonna go to war and shoot and all that. What we
you're
seen in
talking
the
about
news,
culture.
that's not
You
going to happen. Uh huh.
but you're speaking on culture right now. I'm talking about
Hmm.
dating. Dating.
right,
You're speaking
right.
about what
Right. So
culture
it
is.
boils down to dating, right? Because your communication with that person can also have can also be
Have
driven
you
by your culture. You know what I'm
so
saying?
have you dated outside of your culture then?
Yeah.
Why? Because it sounds like it's too damn complicated for you.
No, it was actually good for me to meet good to me. But you know what? When we broke up,
yeah.
one of my friends, her uncle was there when I was talking to her about it. And he was like, Haitians, they're never gonna marry a woman from the United States. Anyways, it's good that y'all broke up. You know what I'm saying? But I thought her uncle was probably trying
So
to,
can
you know what
I
I'm
ask
saying,
you
thought he had a crush on
can,
me. That's why
can
he
I
say
ask you a
that.
question?
Yeah.
Can can I ask you a question? What was your experience dating outside of your culture?
What do you mean? What was it like?
Yeah, what was your experience? Was it something that you can adapt to? Did you find some kind of way that it wasn't for you?
Well, it's a lot that went into the reason for my portion of the breakup,
Mm.
and I'm sure he has his own reasons for his portion of the breakup. But
No,
basically,
I'm only asking for you.
right. But I'm saying within the relationship, there were things that
It must be
I
Audra.
couldn't
Audra, they saying that we
agree.
got a bad echo, so I don't know if
A
it's
bad echo.
saying. Yeah.
Okay. How do I end the echo? I
Stop
literally
dating them damn
exit.
boys out your culture.
Oh, huh?
Never mind.
Yeah. So as far as like the relationship, it was good, but there were outside factors that
What are some of those? What
made.
were some of the outside factors? What name? Give me one that really destroyed or caused you guys to separate. Just one.
Well, for me, I'm a very like I want to be part of your family. You know what I'm saying? I want to be all in your Kool Aid. You
Should
know.
that happen? Should that
So
happen right away? Should that happen right away? Should you meet?
no, no. What I'm saying is, in this particular instance, is it fell on his father. His
Yeah.
father got sick, right, and went into the hospital. and I wasn't allowed to go see him because his father didn't want him to date me or anyone from the United States. And his father known me since I was 17. Like he saw me at the age of 17. Like he knew me, but he would not talk to me, nothing.
The dad. But what does
Yeah.
this have to do with you and you guys breaking up because of the dad not wanting to meet you? You not there to date the dad. You were there
Right.
to
But
date.
it was like I wanted to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be there for someone that you care about.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, it is like one of the mental notes I had to take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put to the
Jojo,
side.
do you agree with that? Because
Those
I
little
don't
things like
agree with
that.
that. I don't agree with that at all. What I see is, first of all, it's obvious that you didn't mend a relationship with the dad enough, or if the dad started off not liking you for whatever the reason it is, I think that you should have immediately drawn that dad out of the picture if you wanted to be
Mhm.
with the son and just
Yeah.
capitalize and gain that with your son and not worry about whether if the dad liked you or not. So, because now I'm kind
Yeah.
of like, well,
That's
what
what I'm
can
saying.
we
Like
do for?
we never had a relationship. His dad didn't speak English anyways. But like I couldn't like go to his house when he's going there, nothing. Like,
Okay, so
you know what I'm
stay
saying? Like,
home.
no, that's fine, but when you're young, I was young when I dated him, younger.
Uh-huh.
So when you're young, that's just one of the things that, you know what I'm saying, you think about.
What do you think, Jojo? What do you think about the dad not liking her, and then she's feeling some type of way because the dad was at the hospital and didn't want her anywhere around? I don't.
Well, I don't know how she allowed and incorporated the father within the relationship, because
Correct.
the relationship should be built between you and the individual that you're having the relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
So you incorporate the father's feelings
Mhm.
and you allow that to become some kind of, for some reason it became a part of you and how you felt about that individual
A
based
distraction.
upon what his father felt about you. And
Correct.
see, when you incorporate
Mhm.
family members into your relationship, it's always going to be edgy, because don't everybody don't like everybody, but you're not into that relationship for the father. You're not dating the father.
Mhm.
So that was rule number one that you skated over,
Mhm.
that you should have considered. Wait a minute, I'm not dating the father. I'm
Mhm.
dating his son.
Yeah.
They saying that JoJo and Audra has an echo. Said I'm the
I
only
don't know
one
why
that.
I have an echo. I don't know. Pap, you probably need to check your settings on StreamYard and push echo cancellation.
Okay, go ahead. I'll do that while you guys are doing
Yeah.
So I don't I think you did yourself a
I only
disservice.
use I only use that as an example in pertaining to what the culture, what the climate is, the
You
ambiance
you
is
keep
right
saying
today.
this thing about culture. Culture is no more than what you're in at the time.
No, but what I'm saying
You
is,
create culture. You create culture
what I'm saying
unless
is
you
that people are talking about their relationships with other cultures. Like if you're on a job, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about that. So one lady was
I'm
talking about how she dated someone else. I don't know if he was Hispanic. I think he was Hispanic. She dated someone who was like a black Afro Hispanic.
listen. All due
So it is
respect.
differences.
No. I want you to listen. All due respect. I'm not talking about any other individual experience.
Hmm.
I'm here to talk about the experience of the ones that can give testimony about themselves. I'm not here to try to shape the world globally on everybody's relationship. I'm talking about, if you here right now, I'm talking about the relationship you had with the individual that you speak of.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear about Susie over there with Mike. All due respect, I'm not trying to disrespect you in no shape, form, or fashion, but I'm
Mhm.
asking you about your relationship so we can have dialogue about relationships that we can give testimony to.
Mhm.
Testimony to what? Our experiences, not anyone else's experience.
Like I just
Mhm.
spoke on one Audrey coming in, and I made notation how JoJo, which I took like as a challenge, but it also would merge it into us having the dialogue on relationships because he had mentioned as if he says that it's not verbatim, but he was like, well, I guess you better get permission from your boo boo. But
Mhm.
I only interact with this boo boo here, and I don't care how the mom or the dad or the cousin or the sister or the aunt will feel because I chose to build this as a one on one.
Mhm.
But for him to say that, and I had to come so that to start the dialogue, and I was like, no, 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 we don't need permission. So what I wanted to do have him kind of counteract to me as to, well, what does he mean as far as me needing permission or
Mhm.
making sure that maybe, nothing else had to be done with the significant other or your boyfriend or your
Absolutely.
whatever for me to come and enjoy to do this. So, but I also
Absolutely.
was like, well, wait a minute, I'm a grown woman,
Yeah,
but
but you got that permission though.
I ain't nobody get no more.
Let me tell you how I know you got permission.
No, no.
I'm going to tell you how I know you got permission. See,
How so?
we
How?
use that word permission and we get it misconstrued. Do he
Oh,
know what you're doing right now?
absolutely.
Mhm.
Then that means you told him what you was getting ready to do, right?
There's the word. What did you say?
Mhm.
I did what?
You told him.
I told him. Exactly.
But in essence, that's the language that y'all have. You pretty
That,
much asked him.
that's
Mhm.
not, no, you can't translate into that. No, no, I'm not going to give you that. I
Mhm.
spoke
Okay, why not?
exactly because I spoke on as a grown woman and the mutual respect that's supposed to happen in a relationship, that it was only supposed to be an okay, well, all right, have fun, enjoy yourself. That's it, that's all. Because I told you what I was going to do.
You told him.
Yes.
Do that make you feel that emboldens you?
No, it does not. But however, Jojo, if he would needed to interject to say, but babe, I thought we were going to do X, Y, and Z. And it
Right.
may have been something that I might have forgotten about. Now I'm going to weigh my options to see if it's something that what we talked about prior to this. Can I put it off or do I need to deal with that first? However, with a man, now I'm going to stereotype with a man, you guys seems to not have that understanding and become selfish at the time because I might be coming here now to have a little bit more fun over here, and you probably want to have the fun over there, and then you guys will spike up an argument. You do that. Men do that.
You know what? I disagree with you on that because it comes down to the level of communication.
Yeah.
Because typically men don't like to rule; they just want to have an understanding.
You can't have an
And
understanding. You will not have an understanding. You know why? Because your mental as men revert back to infantile. Like,
it
how
reverts back to
me
what?
being an infant. You know how you so needed your
See,
mom.
and
You
see,
needed your
you see,
mom.
you see,
Now
you
that
see
you
the
have a
you see the
woman, it's
stigma
I
right
need
there.
my woman.
Go ahead
I
though.
need my woman. That it's like you guys have this attachment that you just can't let go at sometimes. Like I just
But
want
what?
my woman.
Okay, see, and I totally disagree with that because having an understanding is no more than communicating with your spouse. But see, the level that you have addressed this as
Mhm,
is that we're trying to rule with an iron fist, and that is not the case. And see, that's why a lot of relationships fail because you have no level of communication with
mhm.
your spouse. And
Can I
then
add
you have
to?
to get to know the male as a species. The male as a species is the most calmest person on the planet
Whoosh.
when when they have something that keeps them calm,
So you just made my point though.
and
I,
which is what.
what you reverting back to being an infantile. I need something, whether it's the pacifying coming from a woman. You're going to find that way to get that woman. It's
Mhm.
just like needing your mom when you were a child. You're going to come up
Absolutely.
with excuse. You're going to spark up an argument. You're going to do whatever it takes. So with him, yeah, he would have done that, but at the same time, us women still stand our ground and be like, no, go sit your butt down. I'll be back in a minute. Me can't
Can I
can't
add to
handle.
it?
But here's the thing with that. It goes back to the communication aspect that I'm speaking on.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Because
Shout out
if you got some raggedy ass communication and you're doing it out of convenience, well, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a response out of convenience. Yeah, you could do it just because I'm conveniently telling you can do it.
mhm.
If that makes any sense.
A little bit. Go ahead. Well, hold on. Let's shout out beautiful and Queen because she just gifted 5 memberships, you guys.
Awesome.
Shout out to beautiful and queen.
Awesome.
Shout out
Yes,
to
indeed.
you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I think the young lady wanted to interject on something.
hmm
Go ahead.
Yeah. So for me, it's like when for me, when I'm in a relationship with someone, right? I think commitment, marriage, going somewhere with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
And so we may talk about things like their family, like in his case, he sent money back to Haiti, things he wants to do there, all these things you're going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to what you guys were saying, like if he's there laying in bed, maybe he's watching something you don't like. Maybe like, I'm not into sports, right? Thankfully, I've dated men that weren't into sports.
mhm,
So he may be watching baseball, right? My father, he used to sit on his bed, watch baseball. You know what I'm saying? He may be into something you're not. I mean, then we see those other couples that are on YouTube and they come out on these panels together as a couple. You know what I'm saying? But
mhm,
we can also see where a subject matter may come up where you can clearly see in the facial expressions that they're in disagreement and that maybe he's rethinking the whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not
Well,
married yet
see,
and they're still building. So,
disagreements does not cause dissension.
mhm,
Disagreements builds growth. It builds growth, and why I say that, it builds growth in you learning one another. You do not
okay,
allow something that you disagree with you to separate you.
Rachel, yeah, I agree
okay.
with
You use it
Uh,
as a growth to understanding the next individual.
Right. So, what about when it comes to principles, different things like, for example, um, mass incarceration, the pipe to prison, school to prison pipeline? You know, because I actually saw a couple when they were talking about the Diddy case, right? I don't know where they're from, but it looks like they're not FBA. and the dude might be FBA, but she's not, and you could kind
Well,
of
see,
see like he's like rethinking this whole thing. Like he's
this
like,
this
y'all want to kill him, and but he do like to deserve all
well
of that,
let me
you
give
know?
let me give a description on. See, when you get in different fundamental differences, see this
Mhm.
FBA thing. You have to really study what that really means because what it does, it will deter you
Mhm.
from what you really believe versus what FBA really means. You
Right,
could
but
take
these are
on you could
things
take
that
on
can break down a relationship when
you
you
can
start
take
talking
on this
about, you know,
listen,
love
you could take on
language,
this ideology.
communication. Mhm.
You could take on this ideology without not even knowing what it means. It just sounds good. It sounds something, it's new. That's like
No,
a
it's just a
new,
term that's meant to describe something that's already there.
it's
It
been
just
there.
describes
So
you. It's just a
how
new
could you
term
allow that
to describe you.
terminology? How could you allow that terminology to be a deterrent?
What I'm saying is people can change their name, but they're still who they are. People say, okay, I'm Islam, so I'm going to change my name to Muhammad, but they are still who they
Absolutely.
are.
Absolutely. So we don't have to be descriptive on what we believe in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
If you
only
believe in it,
using the term,
if you believe in it, you don't need a terminology to describe it.
I'm
And
only
see,
using the
this is what I'm
term now to distinguish between people that look like us, skin folk, people that look like us, but may not have the same upbringing, similar upbringing backgrounds. Like if you and Miss Pap may be FBA, right? We may
this
click on certain
FBA. You
things
keep
that
saying this
somebody else may not.
FBA. You keep saying this FBA. Do you know I've been
Mhm.
mentioning FBA?
Okay, I'm gonna give you an
Wait,
example.
wait, no, no, no. Let me say something to you so you can understand where I'm going with this.
Hmm.
Because I know, and I'm not going to say I know what you're getting ready to say. I've been mentioning FBA 6, 7 months ago. I understand the fundamental aspects of it. So it does not move me to the point where I'm just that enthused with the new saying because see, here's the thing, and I have to go here. This is a little off base. Black folks are always looking for the new best thing to what? Call themselves, to distinguish themselves. When you already has been distinguished.
Want to get in on this conversation. Go
I
ahead,
have to
y'all.
go here because see, I have to describe this thing, this FBA, this ADOS, American descendant of slaves. I mean, where does this fundamentally put us in the mind?
Come
It
You
puts us
saying
in
you're
the
not
mind to
FBA?
always want to be accepted. And
Are you
that's
saying you're
all
not
this
FBA?
is. You have to understand this.
on.
Because if you were who you are before FBA,
But that's
you
just a
should need that
term.
to describe you.
It's just a term.
It gives you no distinction. It
It's
gives
just
you
a
no
term.
distinction. It does not give you distinction because
So are you
where
where?
is
Okay,
FBA? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Is FBA anywhere on any legal document that you can check off the box and say I'm FBA?
see Ryan. I mean JoJo. See now you getting into all of this,
I'm getting
and all
into
I was making,
the meat. No,
good and
I'm getting
well.
into the meat of it because see
Good
this
and well
it.
what a Haitian, Jamaican, Puerto Rican,
Oh my God.
Cuban, Spanish, what do they call it? Trinidadian, Bermudan, Nigerian, and so forth. Good and well there are differences.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, and this is an honest question. As FBA descendants, what should we do? It's it. What should we do as FBA descendants
I don't
to
know. I'm
what?
trying to ask you because y'all older than me. I'm just trying to
No,
figure it
no,
out
no, no, no,
because
no, no, no,
I
no.
want to
Because I'm not
know,
even
like, has
talking. I
anybody
wasn't
been
even talking
fooled?
about it.
Because I'm actually
Age
looking
doesn't
at
have
even
nothing to
my
do
own
with it.
family, like,
Age has nothing to
you
do with
know,
it. I'm asking you for as your experience with
It's very
understanding what the
important, especially when it comes to raising children.
okay. So I'm asking you. See, you're giving abstract responses. As being a
Hmm.
FBA, do you consider yourself to be FBA, right?
Of course.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, by you being FBA, what do you consider us to do, where to go, and where we should be heading as that lineage that you speak of? What do you, where we should, what's the next move? What should
Well,
we
the
be
first
doing?
thing, we need to go back to school. And I say that loosely, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody needs to go back to school, but if you can, yes, go back to school, take up a few trades, a couple of trades. Um, if you're younger, go to school for engineering, mechanical, civil, chemical. We need engineers. We need those that are in the trades, because when you call for an appliance, you usually call someone that doesn't look like us. When you call to your AC breaks, you don't know how to fix it, right? You need an outlet switched out. You know, these are things that we need to know, right? We have neighborhoods that have dilapidated housing, abandoned houses, right? We need to learn those skills to go in and rehab those community, or completely tear down and rebuild from scratch, right? So that's what I feel that we should do as a people. We already have the infrastructure in place, the roads, the bridges, whatever, whatever, right? So we have warehouses and schools that are completely abandoned. We can go in, rehab, and therefore we wouldn't have a Kanye West crying to Adidas, because he would already have the infrastructure in place, all of the warehouses in place, the truck drivers in place, the manufacturing houses in place. You know what I'm saying?
Don't they have, don't states have their different communities and organizations that are already addressing those issues?
No, nope, 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 nope.
Well, I don't
Even
know
when I
because
look at Michigan,
because since you have
hmm
detoured this off of relationship over here, I'm actually
hmm
watching our community, our state build several homeless shelters. Look way better now than actual Hilton hotel. So I
yeah.
kind of disagree with you on that. There are organizations that carry out these tactics that you kind of request for people
not
like for
not
it to be
to
done.
not to the extent that I'm referring to, right?
Okay.
If you look around the country, most cities, even small towns, you usually have the black side of town and the
Mhm,
Caucasian side of town,
mhm.
right? Whether you go to Chicago, whether you go to Detroit, Cleveland, San Diego, LA, New York, you got Harlem, all these different,
Just all the way
where,
around the
you know,
globe. So let me ask you
exactly.
this. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this. As a FBA descendant, how do you think we change the fabric in the household with male and female dealing with each other?
That's why I was getting to the thing, watching who we're having kids by, who we're building these relationships with.
Okay, when you say, see, that's
That's number
abstract.
one.
Wait. When you say watch who we're having it with, who
Study
are we
them.
watch?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, let me finish.
hmm
Who are we watching? I'm
Well,
talking
for
about
I
the
can
fabric.
use
I'm
I
talking
can
about,
use one of my brothers for an example, right? This girl was so called adopted, right? And I just asked my brother, I think today, I said, is she from here? Is she FBA? Because I'm like, listening to all this stuff, and I'm like, how this
I tell
girl
you this
dressed
FBA
when she
thing,
goes
man.
out. It just, you know what I'm saying? So it falls back onto, okay, now she has two kids by my brother, right? She's, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
So
it's
wait.
a
See, we got to
problem.
distinguish something. We have to distinguish something because
Hmm.
who is considered FBA?
FBAs have a different upbringing. We don't have to
I
go
say
around
who is
in the streets
considered.
carrying
What is
Uzis.
the
The
criteria?
Black Panthers can, but they not going around like they in Jamaica or Haiti carrying Uzis. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. So
Who?
this is
Are we
How
on
do
the
you
street
meet
in the
this
media.
criteria? How do you meet
hmm
this criteria to consider yourself to be FBA?
I'm using that term to highlight the differences
because
that
Again,
I need to have
again.
affect
understanding too.
relationships.
Are we talking about FBA in immigrants or where do we? Because you guys are losing me. What
Foundational Black Americans. It means that
exactly? So what is
you're
the consistent? What is consistent of the FBA Black Americans? What culture are we talking about? The slavery? How far back are we going? Are we talking about slavery ancestors?
yeah,
Are we
slavery
talking about
and
immigrant?
before slavery,
Okay,
slavery and before.
okay, so that we can also keep our chat informed of
hmm
defining it so that they can understand where are we going and
Yeah,
whom in what prior
I'm
time.
trying my best to understand this because I listen. If it's cards being issued out, how do I get my card to say I'm FBA?
oh
Oh,
my God, JoJo, you trying to be too extra.
No, I'm not. I'm asking logical questions that the
But you don't
audience
have to be so
probably would ask you.
philosophical all the time. It's just a simple. We're just talking
It's not
about
that simple as you can
relationships.
see, because if it was that simple, you would have a simple answer for me. How do I distinguish myself to say I'm FBA? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, can you? Okay, and most people know if they have someone in their lineage from Haiti, Jamaica,
mhm,
Nigeria, someplace
mhm.
else.
Yeah,
So does that disqualify you?
Yeah,
yeah, it's the
like I
acronym,
just saw a video
Wow,
tonight.
and JoJo just gave you the full term of that the acronym FBA. So Foundation Black Americans.
Foundational, meaning when this country became, when it was incorporated as a country.
Yeah.
Now, there are
All
some
right,
of us
country.
where our lineage is indigenous to
Uh-huh.
America, to this land, and I'm part indigenous as well. And a lot of us, a lot of us know if you indigenous or not because someone in your family is telling you, hey, this is the tribe we came from. My tribe for our family is Cherokee from my mother's side of her family. My
I
father's side, I don't know if he came from a tribe or not.
when Tariq Nasheed came out with this shit, I said this shit was gonna be confusing.
hmm
You do
No,
know
this
that
is
you
you.
do you do
That's what I'm
wait,
saying.
let
Like
me let me
you're
say
saying that this term is
let me
confusing.
say
What
something.
I'm
Let me say
stating to you is that this is not something that is new because my mother told me my history. She said, Audrey, you can actually go live on what do you call it? The where they go for the Indians. It's called a
a
it's not a
reservation.
plant, a reservation. Yeah, she was like, I gotta live there for a certain amount of time. I don't know if it's 5 years or what, and they give you like a quarter of a million, like 250 grand or something like that, or 200
Well,
grand.
why
That
this
was
why
then. My mother told me that when I was in my early 20s. Like these
listen,
are things
why
that people
haven't
in
you
your
went out
family
there and
tells
did it?
you where you from.
What
Plus, my grandmother, ever since I was a kid, this is my grandmother, she's Cherokee Indian. Her husband, my great grandmother, sorry, she was Cherokee Indian. So that's
so
how we got the Cherokee part.
that
My
disqualify
great
her from being FBA?
grandfather, he was jet black, like this screen. So I don't know where he's from, but she is Cherokee, and she was my complexion. If you look
So
down in
that
Florida, like South Florida, you have a lot of people my complexion, and they have like a
okay.
lot of them have like straighter hair too.
When okay, let me say this. When Tariq Nasheed came up
hmm
with this shit 4 5 years ago,
It
I
ain't
said
got
this is
nothing to do with Tariq Nasheed. What are you
that
talking
that
about?
wait, let me
It
tell
is.
you what, you're not listening. Do you understand he came and coined that phrase?
I don't care. It's a definition. Another
But
dude
you
came
are
up
adopting
with
it. You
another name. I can't even remember it because it was
I just
so.
told you the other name, Ados.
No, he came up with another one. It's another one.
I don't
Yeah.
know why we're arguing apples to oranges.
But
I what
but the younger, he's an older man, and so the younger guys were on the panel telling him, FBA foundational, and he was like, yeah, that does make
so you
better
are
sense.
familiar with Tariq Nasheed.
Yeah, I've
And you
been
do
familiar
know
with
he
him for
coined
years.
that first. You do know how long you been knowing Tariq Nasheed? How
I
long you
don't
been
really
listening
like
to?
Tariq Nasheed like that though. That
He coined the
I stopped
phrase
following
that you're
him.
running around saying, FBA.
I
He
don't follow
coined
Tariq Nasheed.
he
I stopped.
I don't
I
care
really
about
never follow him.
Audra. I don't care about that. I'm asking you something that you're not answering.
Yeah,
You do know he coined that phrase.
he can coin a phrase, but that don't mean he coined a definition.
Oh. When you coin the phrase, you already know what it means. He's just not going to say FBA and have no descriptive meaning behind it.
Right? But you got
Uh,
baby blue, you got navy blue, you got turquoise. You know what I'm saying? But I could say navy blue is. I could say what baby blue is sky blue. You see what I'm saying? I could say turquoise is blue green, right? But you know what it looks like.
so
Is what
what
I'm
we
saying. It
what we
doesn't change
what
what
it
it is.
but what it basically boiled down to is descendants of slave, right? Can we agree with that?
Mm.
Yes. All
Okay.
the way back. Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't know where we're going with this because I'm still asking
My
you.
whole thing of
I'm still
mentioning that
asking you.
really
I'm
doesn't
still
even it doesn't even have to
your
go
whole
back
thing
that
is
far in
your whole thing
years.
is already been determined. I'm asking
No,
you as an FBA.
my whole thing was mentioning that we're pertaining to relationships and how someone may have your children, and you're not, you know what I'm saying, if y'all are not married
No, I
or they
don't know
don't
what you're
believe in
saying.
marriage, you know what I'm saying, like
No, I
that could be
don't
a
know what you're
problem.
saying.
You're not in Florida, obviously, so
No,
I'm
I'm
telling
not in
you,
Florida.
here in Florida, it is weird. Put it that way.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to the point because I just had to pull up because I wasn't even familiar with the Nasheed. Okay, never
Mhm.
found interest in it. So I just pulled this up and it says here with him defining it and JoJo making the point that he identified this. He is the main source to this. He brought this controversial argument out. Okay. So he says
Mhm.
here that it is any person classified as black. So if we take that and let's tie this back into prior to what you were saying, Audrey, about, I guess your father, I'm just going to say father in law, soon to
Mhm.
be or expected to be father in law. Where
Yeah.
does it take us to deciphering whether your choice of dating as of opposing to having a date, does it really matter? They're all considered under the FBA ideology a black person. So if there is just clear understanding and growth between two people, what does it matter whether if you are outside of your race or revisiting something back into the
Mhm.
incestuous days? What does it matter if you can scroll
It's a
beyond?
lot that matters. This kid just killed his both of his grandparents. I just
So
saw the
what?
video.
How does
Like
that affect you of having a relationship
Cash
with
Cash
someone?
Out just got sentenced to life. His mama just got 30
What
years.
does
It
that have to
matters.
do with you having a relationship? Let's just hypothetically speak. If it was cash out
Mhm.
brother, you couldn't carry on a relationship with his brother because someone got killed down the stream. What are you saying?
I completely understand what you're saying, and that's why I'm saying like we have to open up the dialogue with everybody. I want Haitians, Jamaicans, Nigerians. I want everybody to join these panels and let's talk about it. Because at the end of the day, these are children that are losing their lives. You know what I'm saying?
What
22
does
year
this
olds,
have to do
16 year
Have
with
olds
to
going to
do with
prison for life
you
what does this have to
maintaining
do with
a relationship.
relationships?
How you
because relationships are also based on future plans. You want to get married or you want to have kids. Some people don't want to get married. Some people just want to have kids. Whatever their
so
goal
if
is or
there's
their purpose
hundreds of
are,
people
you
that
know,
So
are losing their
so
lives, should
technically
you not maintain
technically
a
when I
relationship?
ask you the difference between relations and relationships, you act as though you didn't know what I was talking about. So you wanted to man, I'm not
relations
going
and relationship. What you mean? What you
nothing.
mean? I
Don't
don't know
worry
what you're
about
talking about. I didn't say you know what you're talking. Did
It
I?
just seems like that you can't have or maintain a relationship because of so many uh, uh
Culture
some
differences. No,
yeah go
that's not what I'm saying. And I know I'm coming off a certain way, but
uh,
no, like how okay, in Florida, right? We're probably a bigger melting pot than
uh,
New York because you can go on a job here and they don't have to speak English at all. You better speak what they speak. You have to learn to communicate with
so
again.
them.
What does this have to do with the
what do
relation?
what do you
What
talk
what I'm
about in
saying
your relationship?
is
What do
what
you
I'm
talk
saying is
about? Do you talk about
for
cultural stuff
African
all the
Americans that were here, for FBAs that have been here in
Here we go
Florida,
with that name
right?
again.
We never had we I don't know anyone that has a hatred or dislike or disdain for other cultures, other backgrounds.
time?
I don't know anyone. So
Listen,
what I'm seeing
when
on the
Tariq
internet, what I'm
Nasheed,
seeing online, I get it here, but we
Mhm.
don't get it like the way someone actually saying it. Like how you may come across a R word, a R aces, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? They might voice it, call you the N
no,
word,
I don't
whatever.
know what you're saying,
But
but can I
what
say
we're
something?
seeing on the internet, we don't get that in person here in Florida. Here in Florida, right? I said I dated a
I,
Haitian, right? So they may have a Haitian club that I
okay,
may
and
never
I
go
asked
inside
you
of.
how was your
They may
how
have a Jamaican club I may never go inside of. You see what I'm
Lord have
saying?
mercy.
But it's not where they're actually saying to our face, "We hate you." You know what I'm saying? Like we don't get that friction.
Okay. Can I
Maybe
can
we
I
need
can I can I be heard
go
now?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Zozo.
Here again.
Hmm.
When Tariq Nasheed initially said this, I
Mhm.
told you confusion. When he came up with this, and I've been
He opened
following
my
Tariq
eyes
Nasheed.
since you saying he came up with it. It
Oh
opened
my
my eyes
God.
in the
Hold
last.
on, let him finish his point.
I've been following Tariq Nasheed for over 15, 20 years, maybe 15 years now.
Me too.
You just said you just heard about FBA
I
2 weeks
heard
ago.
about him in what 2011, 2012, 2014, right around there.
So you
But
wasn't
I stopped
following
following
them.
him. No, I didn't like his viewpoints, so I don't follow him.
But you don't like his viewpoints, but you
And
are following
and
his
and honestly, JoJo,
takeover.
I think the reason I probably did not follow him is because he was trying to make us seem, separate us. And me having a Pan African
You don't think
mindset,
the
I was on
terminology
that.
you don't think the terminology FBA is singling you out to be segregated?
No, not that I know how other people think and how. Cause see,
Wait.
me,
That does
I may
not
not
make
get treated the
logical
same
sense
way as
what
the
you just
next
said.
person.
You just
So I
wait a
may
minute.
not have experienced as much of it as the next person. But yes,
It has
those people
nothing
from
to
other
do.
cultures treat us worse than some
Okay, let's
Caucasians.
take away experiences. But it is something that distinguish a group of people, right?
Mhm.
You follow me with this, right?
Yeah.
So within that group, it is segregating a group, meaning you're putting our identity on a group of people. That is what you could consider to be
Mhm.
segregated, to be
Yeah.
your
Essentially, yeah.
own group. But that does not. What you just said is contradictory.
Before I thought everybody was kumbaya. I really did. I really, really
I don't
did.
understand the kumbaya. I don't care about that. I'm asking some general questions.
You said segregate. So yes, I'm
Yes, to
saying
be
yeah, we might
FBA
as well
is to be.
segregate because technically we are. Like I actually lived on a street with other
Oh my
Haitians.
God.
Lived on the street when I was in high school. Lived
What does
on
the
another street.
street
On
that
that
you
street.
lived on have
Them
to
people
do
never
with
came out the
this?
house, didn't come out and play with us, nothing. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what?
I'm trying to
I'm
understand
just using
the relation
examples.
with this, with dealing with relationship
I
talk.
don't know.
Mhm.
I tried to intertwine it and integrate it the best way I could because
Because Jojo, you're probably from
I
an
asked, no, no,
area
no, no,
that
no,
is
no.
predominantly FBAs.
asked you as
You
being
don't
in this.
understand what it's like other
I
places yet.
don't. That's why I'm trying to ask you to explain it to me. I ask you in the simplest form by being FBA descendant. You
Hmm.
already established that's who you are. How do you deal with this and incorporate this into relationship? And then you start telling me
Yeah.
about
But how can you though, Jojo, if you're saying that it was designed, I guess, to already segregate or divide
listen,
based in
I can't reinvent the wheel. All I can do is roll on the motherfucker.
right,
Oh,
right.
Mhm. And
I,
that's why I was thinking, Jojo, that's probably why I stopped listening to Tariq. And I think kind of recollecting, I really had a, I don't like this dude. He's got nothing but,
how
you
you
know what I'm
not
saying?
like
Like,
him? How you not like him and
because
understand
he
his
was so, I think
ideologies?
if I'm thinking back, it's probably because he was divisive. And because I'm here
This
in
is
Florida,
his
my
ideology.
experiences,
He came up with
yeah.
it. Are you not understanding what I'm saying to you?
What I'm saying to you is in Florida, our experiences with
I'm not
other
talking about
cultures
Florida. I'm
is
talking
not
about
what y'all get
FBA.
on the
Let's stay on
internet.
your FBA subject.
Yeah.
He came up with this. So that means you like elements of him that
No,
what?
I just completely just don't listen to him at all.
But
hold
if
on
you
one
don't
second.
listen to him, you
Let hold on.
it
DB
does
Wow
not
Wow.
it does not compute. He came up with FBA.
I didn't know that. I just learned the term in the last 2 weeks, last month, 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
But
I
you
Hold
just
just
on,
learned it.
said
hold
okay.
on. DB Wow Wow. Let me get some clarity with you. Who sounds like they're rooting for him? The Nishad guy. Are you saying
Jojo.
that JoJo is rooting for him? And are you saying that this is a person that should not have any cheering for him because of his angle or his controversial that he puts out to divide amongst black
Vivi,
people?
join the panel because I don't understand.
Because
You want it?
I don't think Wild Wild is agreeing with you, Mr. JoJo. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's like, well, wait a minute. Because this man is definitely,
Mhm.
from what I'm reading, is
Yeah.
into controversial.
And another thing too, I want to add
I'm
is
just
that I'm
asking
in
questions.
Central
I'm
Florida.
asking questions because
Oh
Yeah.
no, he's
I'm
saying,
actually
Audrey, you sound like you're
Oh,
rude.
I know it's hard to sound like that. But Jojo, I'm in Central Florida, right? So FBAs, we're probably
hear
the
that name
majority of
again.
the population and after Caucasians. They're first, we're second, and everybody else. So we haven't gotten the treatment that South Florida has gotten, right? What Trick Daddy has gotten. Because when Trick Daddy said he's
Oh my God.
not African American, I'm like, what is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know what they were going through down there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
So you wouldn't date a specific person because of what a where a person resides and what the community is going through. I'm trying to understand
Now with
your
me, because
your
see, with my
your level of dating someone outside of your culture.
Papoose, you set me up.
Mhm.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. We're getting there. We're gonna get there.
I'm just being facetious. I'm just being facetious. We building. Because see, here's the thing with this FBA, this
Uh-huh.
FBA, you can't have it one way. Because it's like idols, African descendants of slaves. The
Uh-huh.
But I want to ask you something
I
though.
don't want to go into this
When you
damn
see on the
rant.
news where these people are doing all this crazy stuff on the news, y'all think when it's out of Florida, tell the truth. Y'all think okay, they look like us, the skin color like us. You think those are African Americans, right? You think we're
No,
all
you
one
know
and
what
the
I
same.
think? I think you derailed this conversation in this live talking about this FBA
But it
because
comes
you're
down
not
to
you're not
relationships,
intertwining this into
you know?
nothing what this live was predicated around.
Okay, well now
Okay.
she's getting into the interracial
Yeah.
relationship. Let's see what you have to say about that. What about the interracial? Have you?
Mm,
Because she did originally ask, "Have you dated outside your race?"
Yes, but when I asked her that question and asked her the difference,
mhm,
far as culture wise, giving that FBA shit leverage.
mhm.
You didn't you
And
you couldn't you
I've,
couldn't substantiate a claim like, okay, I didn't
you know,
you start telling me about this man's father, and I allowed that. Not so much that I'm the one dictate what you say, but I listened to it and I
mhm.
tried to make an example like, hey, you're not dating his father. This is just it's head scratching, but okay.
I mean,
Continue
unless
on,
she
Audrey.
had interest in the dad. I mean that
Mhm.
maybe she had interest in the dad.
And see, it boils down to the way I was raised, right? When because the way my mother, you know, and my father, how they are, they're going to meet their parents. You know what I'm saying? That's how they raised me. We meet the parents. We meet them. You know what I'm saying? And like my mother may go you know, may take his mother a plate of food, might take us do something for her. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a group thing. It's not I'm not just gonna be the only one having a relationship with him and his family. It's gonna be my family. We're gonna become one family. That's how it is. That's how I was raised. We come together. Now if y'all don't do that where y'all from, I don't know. But that's how we are here. Hey, y'all don't hear me? I'm talking to myself. Hello? Hello? Miss Pat, are y'all there? Stevie, why are you laughing? Hit the link. Hit the link, sir. Honestly, y'all, I don't even talk about relationships at all. I don't talk. This is not my type of talk at all. I keep myself to
So
myself,
you
private.
you know what
I don't
was
even talk about
interesting?
this.
What you just said. You don't even talk
Uh-huh.
about relationships. So what was the
Nope.
purpose?
I'm only on here just to bring
What
up the
was the?
FBA thing, honestly.
I know that's what it was.
Yeah, because you
See,
know
I
me,
knew this.
Ryan, Jojo, I'm very private. I don't even talk about this stuff.
So
You know
what
what I'm
was the
saying?
purpose of you hitting this link, understanding when it
Mhm.
was already explained to you what the conversation was about.
Mhm.
It was the what? Speak about this FBA
Well,
shit.
she said relationship rehab. What do you mean by that? Is it
Shit, man.
fixing what's
You just
already
made
there?
a distinguished statement saying you don't even talk about it, so it shouldn't even matter.
Well, I was trying to entertain it a
Because
little bit
it's
since
not your
you
cup of
feel
tea.
like,
But you
yeah.
conveniently incorporated this FBA shit. I already, man.
Well, see, okay, when I was younger, right? Um, I was in this relationship. We
Come on, tell us.
would sit down with older couples, married couples, and then come to find out their
And try
relationships
to
weren't right.
dominate the conversation that they talking about.
Huh? What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so he realized they couldn't give us advice. They didn't know more than we knew, even though we were younger. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I don't
when
know
I
what you're
when I
saying.
say I don't really talk in these type of relationships, I talk with that person, with the person
You
I'm
what?
with. You know what I'm saying?
So again, I'm going to pose this question to you. Why did you feel compelled to jump up here when you know this is not what you like to do? Per what
I
you
only wanted to bring up
FBA.
cultural differences because I do know that sometimes we can get into relationships without getting to know a person, and then before we know it,
But that's not
there's a baby
that
on the way.
wasn't the
You know what I'm
general.
saying?
It was not the general topic.
I know.
So what was the purpose? Be
That
honest.
was the purpose, just to figure out, like, because it's easy to build a relationship and to keep building and fixing it and building it back up when you got, you know what I'm saying, more in common. You
No, I don't know
understand each
what you're
other. Y'all can
saying.
sit down and
That's
Okay,
why I'm
and
asking.
talk for hours and hours and days about it. You're
let,
gonna
let
fix
me
it.
let me switch it a little bit. Jojo,
I don't know what the fuck is going on in here, man.
relationship
Go ahead.
rehab.
What you say?
Relationship rehab. Let's go. I do not share all of my finances with.
I mean, I got to fucking give my mind a brain electronic lobotomy.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Here's the thing, because um, what's going on in here, nobody can fix it, break it, make it, or whatever. So I'm okay with sharing what it is that I want to share. So right now, I'm going into relationship rehab with Mr. Ryan right now. And Mr. Ryan can contest or disagree and argue with me on whatever level he wants to, revolving around this relationship. I do not share all of my finances. I do not need permission to go and do as I'm pleased, but respectfully
Oh,
do announce it, to make my whereabouts known. For one reason, for safety. For two, out of respect. That is a respectful thing to
you say
do.
you said you do
I
or you
I
don't, far as your whereabouts.
I do share my whereabouts.
Okay,
I do.
okay. I thought you
But
said you
but
don't.
there's a level of tolerance that comes with that once I do share it. That is just what it is. I don't expect for you, in a relationship, to be calling and checking to making sure that I'm at that destination, or when I'm going to be home, or how long, or who I'm with. I don't expect that out of relationship, because that evolves around trust, correct? Once I said it, I said it. That's what it is. So there's no need for you to be digging and snooping and scooping and all that stuff to find something that can create an argument. So again, that evolves around trust. I do have arguments inside of my home. I also have laughter inside of my home, and I also have sharing inside of my home. Giving and receiving goes on inside of my home, but there are boundaries and limits, regardless of how long you've been with a person or choose to be with a person. There's just boundaries. And so I think, with all of that said, that if you uh, corroborate all of that together in a circle, and with clear understanding about it, I think that you can be successful in a relationship. I do.
Interesting. Interesting. Let me ask you a question. Do you trust the man that you with?
Absolutely.
You trust him with your life?
Years brought the trust in. I think that once you successfully kind of get past that 5 to 10 year threshold, I think you should not
Okay.
even worry about whether uh, trust is an issue. I think that you should just carry on your part, as is until you actually physically and visually see something that can
Right.
damage. Yeah,
I get that. Okay. So you trust him with your life, right?
absolutely.
Based upon what you just said.
Yeah,
But you don't trust him with your finances. Because you said you don't tell him about your money. Ain't that some
agree.
shit?
Agreed. But there's a,
Ain't that some shit? You trust him with your life,
I think
but you
that
don't trust
women
him
do
with your
better with
finances.
money than men do.
Ah, here you go. Let's
Yeah,
hear
I
it.
do. I think that
Let's
women
hear it.
do
Why you
better
don't
with
trust him
money
with your finances, but you trust him with your life? Do
because
that
I think
when you when
women
you
does
when you vi-
better with
yeah, I know. Let's
responsibilities.
hear it.
I do.
Go ahead.
I just think that women do better with responsibilities before
No, we're
men.
not talking about being responsible with your money. You stated you don't tell them about your finances.
I don't tell them about a
So that
stash. No.
means in essence, yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna hit you
Hmm.
with the bam. You
Hmm.
don't even trust him with your money, but you trust him with your life.
Correct. And but like I say, I know that when it comes to my life, there's no
Mm.
questions
So
about
you
that.
value your money over your life. It's
No,
basically what you're saying.
I I protect my life with
It's protected
finances
now. It's protected
just
now.
in
Ain't that
case.
some shit?
Cause you mean you mean flip flop. Okay, Jojo. It's a learned behavior. Check it out. If you
Ain't
have
that some shit? Ain't that
Jojo,
some shit? You see how you conveniently, after you gave your testimony, you put that
yeah,
that that
damn right.
adjective in it,
Whatever,
protection.
call it
Boy,
what
I
you want.
tell you, man, y'all women are something else, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's also like the term that you like to use, the learned behavior. See, we have seen a numerous
Clean this
amount
shit up.
of
Let's see you
women.
clean this up.
We've seen a numerous amount of women
At
that get
least
left.
try to.
You get left with children. You get left with
Don't break
this.
up on me now.
Left with that. So if a woman does
Ah,
not
see,
slip
here we go
away
with this
for
shit.
yeah for a rainy day, you men have no problem leaving a woman the
Oh
way
man, damn the
that it
rainy
is.
day. The rainy. What about a storm? What about a hurricane?
And you
Well, he
men
got
can
to
make it
protect you
storm.
from the. Ah, see, this is that bullshit I be talking about. Go
Shout
ahead.
out to Wow Wow, because he don't want to know about his woman money. All he wants to know is to make sure
Boy,
that
this is
yeah,
goddamn shit here,
well,
man.
hold on, JoJo, because there is a
Shit, don't hold
combined
on, JoJo me.
financial
Shit.
income to pay bills, but there's also a non-combined financial income that also secures me
Clean
because
it up.
come on, you men like to wander off, man. You gotta be ready and prepared for
Nah,
that.
nah, nah, nah. Nah, nah.
I think that there is if we do a percentile.
Fellas in the chat. Did
You
y'all
gonna
hear
lose
her
that one. You
say
gonna lose that one, JoJo. You finna lose. You finna lose. How many women in the chat, and we going
I
with
ain't
the
said
ones
nothing?
and
Can
twos,
I say what I had to say
that
first?
secures their
That's
private
some bullshit.
bag?
That's that shit I
Put
be
a
talking
one in
about,
the chat.
man.
Put a one in the chat if you are securing
That
that
with that one and
private
two, that one and two.
and I think if I can think like a man, I
Man,
think
this is
that a
some
man
bullshit.
I think that a
So,
man should also want their woman to make sure that you have that private security, a financial security. I do.
oh my God, that's a nice way of trying to clean that up.
I'm
You
saying you're
sound like a
losing right.
politician. You
You
sound like a
losing right.
politician.
You look. The ones are coming up the chat, Jojo. You losing right now.
You sound like, what is the lady that lost the presidential candidacy? You sound like her with this shit
I
trying
like
to
that.
clean it
Hey,
up.
I like that Texas congressman woman.
Anyway, but do y'all hear this? And
Mhm.
see, this causes dissension in the household because you just said you trust that man with your life, but not your finance. You
Absolutely.
can't take your finances with you without life.
Men do not do right with all of the
Oh, no, no,
finance.
we're not talking about management.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because see, now you're trying to move the goalposts. We're not talking about a man managing money. Yeah.
Let me ask you, Jojo, do you or have you, because you have been previously married, was there a combined financial accounts?
Yes.
Did you have a little bit of personal stash somewhere? Meaning that because,
Yes.
okay, because if you didn't, then that means that you would have had to always go to the woman if you wanted to go out, if you wanted to buy a new suit, if you want to buy a new tie, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's
But
pretty much
the
what.
establishment is there will be no hidden agendas, meaning the money. I got this. I make this kind of money, and I probably could have put you in a corner even farther. But what you're
Mhm.
telling me, that man does not know how lucrative your profession is that brings in money into that household. And he
I'm not.
probably don't even ask. He probably don't even.
I don't even know why you talking so loud, cause he can like hear this upstairs. You need to tone that down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, shit. I told you I was gonna light it up. The light it up tour.
But you know what though? When we do go out, and I'm not, trust me, he has his fair share of money also that presumably I don't
That
know
has
about.
nothing to do.
But
That see,
because, but because of his character, you can't tell me
yeah.
that
Now we talking about characters
he
again.
can't tell me that he don't have, because I know his character has
You
been
know what his
wrong.
character is? His character understands who you are.
Well, that's maybe true, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
Oh,
But
that
okay,
that's
and
definitely
that's
true.
not to tap back into Audra's conversation about, in your conversation about the FBA, right? And
Oh my God,
let's we
not that
talk
shit
about the
again.
ancestors, though, right? Have you seen the where the ancestors in the map
Oh my
with the
God.
slaveries, right? Where's the woman putting that money at? In one of them little old sugar old cans up there, right? And the husband ain't know nothing
Well,
about.
if we gonna go back to that, the woman
Uh-huh.
wasn't doing shit but the kitchen and the bedroom. You
That's
did?
all right though, but she stashed that money though, didn't
Y'all
she?
ain't had nothing to do with the money. Well, cause he came in and gave it to you.
You're damn right, but it took her to stash that money because she knew that he was going to be up to no good and
Ah, no,
spending
that
all of
has
his
nothing to do
savings.
with that. See, that's
Yes, it is.
character.
Yes,
That's
it is.
character.
That's
That's
the
character.
characteristics of a
You
person.
getting
That
into
he was
character
either a
traits.
drunk, or he was either on drugs, or he was
So you
either
so
gambling.
with that, see that's character traits.
I,
So what you telling me that
it's part of
there's
relationship
no
forms, though.
man or male,
Uh-huh.
there's no male that does right.
No, you do right. You go out and you make the
No,
money.
no, no. I'm asking you a
And you
question.
also bring it home to the wife so we can put
Yeah,
it up because
see
you're going to do your
that
judgment.
goes the description. That goes another descriptionary word.
I'm
What
pointing
do you
out to you
consider
your
right?
flaws. The
What
man
does women consider right? Let's ask that
go
question.
make, going to work and making the money so that the woman can hold on to the money to make sure that the funds are there to provide for the family, or you and I, or you and the woman and the man. If there's no children, because men does not always do right with the funds.
You
And then
say,
you know
man,
what?
what?
Men does not always do right financially with the money. You just don't.
Do
It's
you
all,
have a you have a you have
and guess what
a
it leads
stat
to?
chart that can really substantiate your claim with that?
Yeah, I do.
So okay, even if you do,
Hmm.
and statistics shows that you are absolutely right. I'm asking you, within those statistics,
Uh-huh.
there's no man, far as what you have stated, that does right,
Jojo, I have
or or can be taught to do right
your
with
girlfriend is
the
not your
given
mother.
chance.
Your girlfriend is not your mother. It's not. We're not
Ah,
parents.
here we go with this shit. See?
Okay, come on with it.
So I'm asking you, statistically, you're saying there's no man that can do right financially.
I'm going to stand on what I
Leading the
say, and
household,
I'm going to say
leading the household.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. You got cars you want to dress up. You got different types of suits that you want to wear.
Oh
You
my
got
God.
specific business meetings that you want to go to and buy rounds or drinks for 20 fucking people from
But
the.
what about if the household is taken care of? Besides all of that, crickets. I'm still
I'm
listening
just
here.
so you're thinking just because the household is taken care of what
So
at
what?
that moment or for the near future? What are we talking?
What? I mean, the future, the present. If the household has been taken care from year one to year
Yeah,
10, as
yeah,
you stated,
yeah, yeah.
to gain the trust. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So if he has exuded and showed this behavior from year one through 10, that everything's taken care of, and that little additive shit you put on,
Mm.
he does that too.
Well, Jojo, if your statistics serves you,
Not my
basically
statistics.
wrong because you're basically wrong. But if I would put the statistics out here as to show for in the favor of women, I'll have to say that you're just deadlock wrong. Let's
No,
look at
I just gave an
homelessness numbers.
example.
Let's
I
look
gave
at
an
how many of
example.
our women are in homeless shelters or
Oh
in a
my
battered
God,
this because they
man. That
can't
shit
get
ain't gonna
out.
work.
There's no funds,
That's not gonna work. You
Jojo.
what you're doing, you giving situational ass situations.
Okay,
That
well
does
you
not work.
down because
I'm making a very distinguished situation.
uh,
Male and female, all of that outside entity stuff that you trying to throw in and make examples of,
yeah,
I'm talking about in one specific case.
yeah,
Your 10-year grace period. We're
correct.
dealing with that. Let's stay focused here. The man has exuded responsible actions to take care of that household for 10 years.
And I agree with that.
Financially. I ain't
I
talking
agree.
about
I agree. But does that exemplify me from not having a put away private financial funds? Does that accept that doesn't
that's not my question.
okay.
But your nest egg, I have nothing to do with your nest egg.
Okay.
I'm talking about you trusting him with your finances because see, you said you wouldn't, and you didn't know that was part of this
But
evaluation on
me
male and
saying that
female in the relationships. And here's
okay,
the
but
thing:
me saying that
most
I
male,
wouldn't is
most
because
males are not going to come out and say that is a problem because what
uh-huh.
we do, we work through the problem.
But Jojo, once you identified characteristics of a person, it's also time to put up a safeguard. For example, when I speak on the characteristics of a person and a particular person, I'll just use me for an example. It's way too many freaking ideas and dreams and aspirations going on. Hold on a minute. I got to stash away some code. One of them can cost us a massive and drastic financial burden, a hit. Hold on. So I also have to,
Yeah, that goes
add
both ways. You do know that.
to facts. That's facts. I agree with that. I
But that
agree with that.
still does
Characteristic
that still
ways
doesn't
can cost you.
that still doesn't alleviate the question at hand.
Uh-huh.
So you giving me situations, and I've given you a situation, and I've also given you a component
Uh-huh.
to something that plays in the male's mind, the man mind within a relationship. You know, you
Mm.
ever thought about it in that aspect?
I,
Apparently
I,
not.
well, a little bit, not much. I'm not gonna say apparently not.
I know you haven't.
I would
Shit,
say not
you can
much.
bullshit these people, but you can't bullshit me.
I mean, have it braised or grazed across my mind a little bit? Yes, but have it's implanted stigma? No, it grazes. I'll have that moment, and it fades away. But like I say, you
Okay,
know,
so okay, let's ask this question then. Moving forward, why is that? Is it that the female is always approaching these relationships with the I gotta set myself up just in case this shit don't go right.
but that all retorts back to the characteristic of a person. What would have changed within
No, no,
you?
no. The
What are you doing
characteristic,
that is
the cat,
different?
that no, no. This results back to the characteristic of a species. Because
If
I
you want
said
to go
in
that far,
general,
if you want to
is
go
it
that
that women always setting themselves up and approaching these relationships with the
yeah, it fades
and that
away.
is this shit might not work, so I better set my nest egg over here. This nigga ain't gonna know how much money I make. I'm gonna,
Which
you
it
know, shit.
retorts
I'm gonna
back
do
to
my part, but girl, I'm gonna have my
which
money to the side in case this nigga fuck up and woo woo woo. I'm gonna be all right. You know how
which
y'all talk.
retorts back to your changes in your character. In your character. So we
There you go
always
with
have
this
to have
character
that
shit.
one eye open. You
You
change,
sound you sound worse. You sound worse than this FBA shit with this
but
character
you
shit. But go
change.
ahead.
If you would have not changed, then okay, you wouldn't have to become under suspect to make us do any differently.
What do you
You
mean? That's a species. That listen. Okay, since you want to go there, see, I know you trying to press this envelope, and I'm
I,
trying to let you.
well,
I'm
let's
trying to let
go
it
because
down easy.
let's go. I'm with you. Let's
How
go.
many of you women
Yeah.
have that ideology? Like a girl, I'm gonna always have my nest egg put up because I don't know if this shit gonna work, and if this nigga get the fucking up, I got mine, girl. I
They
got
all
mine,
do. I'm
and he don't
answering
know
for them
shit about
all.
it. He don't know
I'm
shit about it.
I'm
I
answering
move
for
how he moved. Accordingly, I just move the way he moved.
they all
So if he, let's say, he owns real estate, right,
yeah,
and he don't want to put my name on it, okay,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I
You
mean,
know,
but
there's
that
different
depends, Audrey.
aspects to it. You know,
What have you done for him to put your name on it though? What is it marriage? Is it because you've been dating over 10 years or so? I got some discrepancies with that. No,
well,
if it's 3 years or so, now I'm gonna have to go and step over and defend the man.
yeah,
3 years or so, no, that's not enough
no,
time that I think that any man should add your name onto any damn
I
thing.
just use that as an example. I'm just playing.
Mm,
But I my mother always say play it by ear.
uh-huh.
You know, and I used to hate when she say that play it by ear. I'm like, what the heck? But you know, basically she's just saying be patient, study him, watch him, listen, you know,
Mhm.
because it's easy for outside people to tell you what you need to do and what he needs to do and all that, you know what I'm saying? But no one is with you guys. Everybody else might see 2% of your relationship. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
y'all are experiencing the other 98%. You know, like no one knew. Hey, he sat me down when I was 17 and said, "Okay, when you turn 18, we're gonna open this car wash together. This is what we're gonna do." You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
off rip, his intention is we're putting our finances together. Matter of fact, we have our own business. We're not working for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So every relationship is different. I think that we should all sit down and have that conversation when it comes to finances, living situations. How, do we want to rent? Do we want to own? Do we want to have a mortgage? Do we want to pay for it in cash? You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things go into account. If we want to start a business, are we going to get the equipment at auction? Are we going to buy it cash on credit? You know what I'm saying? How are we going to pay this down? What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like these are conversations that everyone needs to have, but at the same time, both have to be open to learning and coming together with that plan, right? Because he may already have his business established, or she may already have her business established, and you two can say, if you want to come together underneath that business, helping each other build that business together, well then okay, but he got this good job or she got this good job. Are they gonna leave their job and okay getting a mortgage loan, right? Because they've been on the job 2 years, or are they going to come together and you're going to structure your business in such a way so that now you can print paychecks?
I
So
let me
part of going into a relationship, you have to talk about things extensively, especially finances. There's a lot of men out here that's got businesses and they don't even want to pay their taxes. You know what I'm saying? So how
let
you
me
gonna have a woman that way?
let me interject just on the
Mhm.
part about you with couples combining into a business lifestyle, right? This is what I think, and you just kind of researching and reading on it. I've noticed how you go into it together, but one of them kind of remain, where they are in the background working the other job until that position of combining the business together takes off. It flourishes and it reaches to a number, a
Mhm.
growth of where you both have agreed to it getting to. And once it get there, then the other person can fall off now and kind of conjoin 100% into the business with you. But I
Right.
think that one person should fall back and absolutely if it's protecting them under medical, health insurance or
Yeah,
any other
because
type
that
of
health insurance could be for the both of you. That
exact.
job could have significant benefits for the both of you. And
Yeah,
and, and when you said if the business takes off, see that's creating doubt and that's saying, hey, I have no faith in you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be
but to run the
mindful
business,
of
you
what
need
we
to
say to
publish.
each other, how we word it. Yes. So I'm very big on that too. Like um loving words. You know what I'm saying? Not using fighting words, hitting below the belt, all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Jojo, what's your take on that?
I mean, far as joint businesses
Yeah. In a relationship, yeah.
in a relationship, that's a very tricky slope because it comes down to how strong is your relationship. And then it goes back to what you're saying, particularly if the woman is the sole owner of the business. It goes back to that money thing. He don't know how much
What money
I
thing?
mean this
The
business.
division? The division of money thing? What are we talking about? You're not being clear enough for me. I'm not.
No, I'm being very clear
Uh,
because if you bring that man into that business with that same ideology you have, he ain't gonna know how much that business really grossing. Don't play with me. I keep this shit
But
one
Jojo,
bow wow.
we're talking about a business where there
I'm
is
talking
well
about
kept
a
book,
business still. It's still about finances though.
but
See,
we're
we could
talking
we could
about.
put all of these fancy names on it, but when your mind is set on a certain way how you run your business, because your life is a business. So if he's entering into your business financially, is he gonna know how much that business really grossing?
But that's
Probably
business,
not.
and the
Probably not.
bookies are there. Okay, I got a better question. Let me ask you this: do you think if we are conjoined now in this business, and I have put my percentage of what I'm expected to put in it to profit, right? Now I'm
Put
still
in.
off
Listen to
doing.
you. Listen to them words, y'all.
I'm
Put
off
in.
still at my other job while he's running this business 100%. But I got us in the background because I'm over here, right? Until this
Well,
business.
we talking about joint adventures.
I understand that, but listen, Jojo, do you think that I should still be entitled to take what I'm earning over here on the side and put away a stash, or should that all be contributed into the growth of this business?
I mean, it's all to the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Everything.
So we risk losing everything.
Yeah, because listen, for better for worse.
Better my ass and for worse for
See,
my
that's what I'm
ass.
talking about.
I'm
See,
just saying. Jojo, it doesn't make sense for two people to fall at
man,
the same damn time. Somebody's got to have it in the rear.
listen. Is that the way God said?
I'm just saying, Priscilla is laughing, so
Is
I know
that?
she
I'm
agrees.
asking the question. Is that the way God?
Somebody's got to be prepared to
Ah,
bring it
man.
back
I
up
tell you,
from
man.
the rear.
I tell you, shit.
But
Y'all hear
see,
this shit, gentlemen?
that would be a man.
This
Oh,
is
put
how
it
they think.
all in the pot. Put
And
it
it's just
all
not
here.
her. This is
I'm just
how
saying.
women think.
We have to because men just can't outsmart them.
There go men can't. But it's always when something go bad, it's the man's fault.
Absolutely, because you made it go
Ah,
bad, because you wouldn't listen to the woman for one time out of your life.
listen to the
No,
woman.
exactly. We're not putting the 100% in. I'm gonna hold this 20% back here just in case and
Why would you do such a thing like that?
because that's the way y'all think. You think by
Do you
going all the way in. Do you
do you
agree?
think do you want God to hold back all his blessings for you?
Absolutely not. I won't.
Oh, okay.
But technically, yeah.
So technically, when you get married and speaking those volumes, for
Yeah,
better for worse,
yeah.
it's till what? When too much kick in, I'm getting my ass up out of here. Fuck worse.
I'm
And
just saying.
see, that's
I think
baloney. That's
that
what I'm talking about. That's baloney. So
I think that you
why do
men,
people even go under that sanction, rather call it something?
I think that you men
That's
get
baloney, man.
involved
Y'all,
in these relationships
man.
so that the woman can have that mindset
Oh,
to
here we go
have
with this
her back.
mindset thing,
I do.
man.
I think that that's why y'all do it. You can't do it on your own. And you're not going to do it 100% authentic on your own. You
You know
need
what?
that
I
We're
3%
got
gonna
a
go back.
question.
We're
background.
gonna go back to this FBA shit. Women wasn't
No,
like that
no,
back
no. I
then.
got a question. This is a good subject. I got a question, JoJo.
What's your question?
So, so, cause y'all touched on this. Okay, so let's say, okay, you got a business right
Uh-huh.
together,
Mhm.
and um, let's say he likes to gamble, right? So How?
No,
Okay.
she
No, you
like to
gotta
go
How
turn
do
the
buy
you know what I'm
TV
saying?
expensive
off,
Like, cause
bro.
handbags.
gambling is a business. It can be
No,
a business too,
she like to go
right?
buy expensive handbags. How about that? I'm gonna throw that in
Hold
there.
on, hold on, hold on.
But
Let's
that could
have.
be a business
Hold
too.
on, Audrey. Hold on, Audrey.
Yeah.
We got
Okay.
Ro. I didn't see her sitting down there, so she's on the panel, but we got to get her. Ro, you got to turn the TV down in the background. What's up, Cynthia said that's a no-go. Hey, and let's welcome What's Up, Cynthia. She's new to the channel. She subscribed to the channel, and we hope to keep her around, you guys. So welcome to the channel. What's up, Cynthia? Ro, turn your stuff down in the background. Okay, so who was speaking? Audrey? Go, Audrey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Audrey
I
speaking.
was just trying to, cause from
Hold
I
on.
would
Hold
say that
on,
the two would
Audrey.
sit down, have a conversation,
Hold
and say,
on,
okay, this
Audrey.
amount. Uh huh.
Audrey, hold on.
Yeah.
We got to get Ro to get a
Oh.
background together, or I'm gonna mute her.
Okay.
You
All
got it?
right. Am I right now?
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I
Go
think I'm
on.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Hey
just gonna say
y'all.
that. Hi, Ro.
Hey,
I was
Can
just
you
gonna
hear
say,
me?
like, yeah.
hold on, Audrey. Mr.
Okay.
Ryan, a lady has stepped on the platform and you failed to speak to her. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why we got to have that 20% in the background.
He probably stepped away.
Yeah, he
Oh.
probably did.
20%. Boy, that's a dirty ass game, man.
You
Mhm.
up
Hey
here.
Jojo.
Hey, hey, this 3-1. You better
Hey
bring your
Jojo.
joker. You better get
Man, I
wild
ain't
wild
tripping on
up
none of
here.
that, man. The truth don't need no alibi. The truth don't need
Hey
no help
Jojo.
neither. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I want some of them questions that you just asked Papu, especially about that
Uh-oh.
money situation.
You
Okay, well,
wanted
let's
what?
let the money sing, but let's let Audrey get her
I
question
want
out
them
first.
same question, boo.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think
All
I
right,
think I think Miss Audrey was having something to say. Let's hear
go,
what she got to
Yeah.
Audrey.
say, so I can put
Yeah.
all of y'all in
So
a corner.
let's say the woman, she has where she likes to buy handbags, right? And maybe he likes to buy, I don't know, collect magazines, right? So they both have an addiction to something, right? But for them it's a business, right? Maybe she likes to sell them, buy and sell at higher prices. Maybe he likes to do the same, right? So, but it doesn't necessarily pay the bills right offhand. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to use gambling as an example, because you can win, you can lose. You know what I'm saying? But with a purse, you probably not going to buy a knockoff. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, shit, it's a gamble. It's a gamble if you married to Pap. You know what I'm saying? And
but I was
apparently
saying that,
you,
Okay,
apparently it's a gamble married to you,
I'm gonna let
Audra.
you
yeah.
have that one.
It's
I'm
a
gonna let you
it's a
have
it's
that
a
one
it's a
because it's a
it's a
thought.
gamble married to Ro, cause she finna come up here with this shit, and I'm ready for it.
hmm like
It's
even
a
to
gamble married to any one of y'all.
Come on, Audrey, make your
even if
point.
you have family members that you're, say, let's say you got to dish out money to, like maybe you got family in Haiti or you got people in prison, you got to dish out money. Maybe they might see that as I need to stay away from that person. I don't need to date that person and be with that person. You know what I'm saying? But if you love each other, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna come to a head. Y'all gonna come together, meet, talk about it, and this is how much money we're going to set aside for this. Okay, for this addiction, for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think when it comes to a relationship, love, yes, needs to be the foundation, and also trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what what love is spelled backwards?
Evolve. I don't know.
Evo,
LOVE.
Evo.
Shut up.
I'm just acting silly, but what's up, man? What's going on, Ro?
Oh, wait a
She
minute,
she
we
off.
lost her. Where did she go?
Well, she better go get her thoughts together.
Uh-oh. Come on, Ro, you gotta come back. He ready for you.
So that you
So
see what I'm saying
Um,
about this sneaky dissension that women have by nature.
why are you pointing to?
no, it's not that, Miss Pap. Tell the truth. If you okay, obviously every relationship is not perfect, and when we come together, when two people come together, we have to be open enough to talk about financial goals. I think
Work
that's the
it out.
conversation.
Work it
Huh?
out.
Right.
You work it
I think a lot of people don't talk about those type of things. So we come together. She might have a job. He might have a job. She may have her own business. He may have his own business. Right. So you don't really talk about that. Even if the man is rich or the woman is rich, right? They may have the same. They just gonna date. You know, be in a relationship, buy each other things. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be organic. You're not
out.
really talking about finances. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But even to rich people, at some point, they have to talk about it because maybe he doesn't have his money in an irrevocable trust or an S corp, and then he end up like Diddy. Now his creditors, the government could come after everything he owned because he ain't got his business set up right.
Hmm. Hmm.
See, an irrevocable trust, your creditors can't come after that. Your mortgage lenders can't come after that. If you default on your mortgage, they can come after that. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is it's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time people don't talk about it. And I think we need to because let's say something does happen, right? Like how that girl Young Miami just left his side. Like how J Lo did the same thing, left his side.
Hmm.
That's not what a real black woman does. She don't leave your side. Like that movie, Jumping the Broom, what that lady did, she already had that money set aside. He didn't even know nothing about it because she probably would go to the grocery store and her bill didn't come up to that. So the rest of that money she put aside. Right? He
Hmm.
probably give her money, let's go on vacation. She planning, okay, we ain't need all that. We put it to the side. But she knows her husband and she loves him. He had a gambling problem.
Exactly. Great point, Jojo.
Hmm.
Great point.
And I can give you another example here locally. New Jack Construction, black owned.
What's so great about that?
It
You
clearly
don't get it.
shows, and it also is a testimony that would agree to exactly my example of what I was trying to present to you.
No,
So
what that is that
his
what that
wife
is
wanted
considered
to do that.
what that is
And
considered is a conversation, a conversational bailout.
No, you just got outsmarted.
no,
That's all.
no,
No, that's exactly what it
no,
is because what you're
no.
doing, you equating isolated situation into something that we're talking about in its entirety. We're not
Okay.
talking about isolated situations. We can give examples why each and every last one of us are right on
Okay. So
our
let
arguments.
me let me ask you this. Okay.
Priscilla,
What is that?
excellent example.
Didn't somebody say, like, I think Michael Jackson mom, somebody said they are not going
There
to
you go
live in
in
the
there you
projects no
go
matter what.
this is
But
isolated incidents. Let's
no,
talk
but what I'm
about
saying is
something.
it
Let's talk
happens
about
in real
something.
life.
Let's
Like
talk
other
about
people's
something.
lives too. It's not just their lives. And then there's the movie Cinderella Man, right? But he
Mm,
had to separate his family. Y'all go live with the auntie. We gonna get on welfare. Everybody don't have that story to tell, right? He
But
was
let's talk
solely taking
about
care of the family
stats.
off of
Let's talk about stats.
his income.
You're talking about
And so was the
isolated.
Michael Jackson family, right? The Jacksons.
Oh my
But that
God.
woman said, no, we're not going into the projects. We're
You're
never going
talking
on
about
welfare.
isolated situations, and
But I'm
we
saying
all
it
can give an
takes
accountability to that. We
it
all can
some
do that.
right, but I'm saying even if he's the breadwinner, sometimes it takes that woman. And y'all don't know all the stuff that the Jackson wife, his wife did behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not
So
I'm not talking about no Jacksons. I'm not talking about the
I'm telling you,
Browns.
Miss One
I'm not
Pound,
talking about the
she's a
Nelsons.
very strong woman, very loving, very caring, and all
I'm
of that.
not talking
But
about no
you
per
kind of, y'all, I think y'all make
Listen,
women like her, even like myself, anybody, y'all want to make us look a certain way when what we are supporters. We are your supporters.
No,
We are
I'm
your
sir.
not making
helpmate.
y'all look like nothing. What y'all are saying is making y'all look like something.
Make
So
it look
just
like
as you
what?
But
sitting
Like
here,
don't
what?
you
you're
understand with
trying
a
to
woman like
what
that,
you're
you can be
trying
a
to do.
billionaire, a millionaire, you could do so much more because she has so much
Exactly.
knowledge.
And
But
You
she
are
needs you
isolating
too.
these
having it
situations.
back in the background without them even knowing it. I think that's priceless.
Right.
You know.
And just the little bitty things like
That
just
shit ain't gonna
okay,
work,
let's put
Papoose.
your money into this trust. Let's put your money into this business, this S corp. Let's put this car into this LLC. There's so many different things a woman can do.
You are talking about isolated entities, and I get that. And it's very pertinent if that is the question at hand, and if that's the topic at hand. I get that. You're talking about isolated incidents. I'm talking about something statistical whole. Let's keep that on the bill of affairs. Stop isolating these situations on saying if this family did this, this family did that. Yeah, we can look at that. I can
Mhm.
point that out too.
But Jojo, the conversation has to be had because there are very
The
women
conversation
that
is
make a
being
lot of
had.
money out here that are single, no kids, in their 40s, never married. Because why? So it is a conversation that needs to be had.
Well, we're trying to have it,
But you
but we're
also
not
have
gonna
to
just.
look at
We're
it
not
from
just.
that
We just.
perspective. You're
You know
saying
what we're doing.
so you
But
have to look at it from
this
the
is my
perspective of
honest
that
opinion.
type of woman. Like try to put yourself in her shoes. You're saying
But
women come to the
my honest
table
opinion, we're
with the
doing ourselves a
uh-oh.
disservice. We're doing ourselves a disservice isolating these incidents and giving encounters
Uh
of one experience. No, this thing is collectively is
mhm.
what I'm speaking of. I'm
Mm.
not isolating anything. I'm
Right, but
talking about
Jojo, we're in a climate right now, if you haven't noticed, that a lot of women are not having children because they're not getting married. A lot of women are just saying,
what that
forget
has
it.
to do. You know
Y'all can
what that
have
see?
that
Because that can
ratchet
take on
lifestyle. I'm just
Audrey.
going
That
to
can
focus on my business, focus on
take
what
on a
I'm doing,
whole
and be
different.
happy.
Mm.
And
Listen, the birth rate in America could take on a whole different origin.
Okay.
yeah.
Ro is up here, but before Ro comes on with JoJo because she wants to address some of JoJo questions, I want to ask JoJo a question quickly.
Make it good.
Okay. What do you think, or when do you think that it would be appropriate for a man in a relationship that may feel that it is the right time for a woman who has been independent for many years of financially, building, to say, I'm ready for you to leave your job. You can quit now. When do you think that, and how do you think, and what would be appropriate for a man to suggest something like that to a partner? What do you think?
I think the same time, if that woman is financially stable, to tell that man he can stop, quit his job.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Notice I said if she's financially stable to the point where the man don't have to work. And when I
Uh-huh.
say the man don't have
I
to
hear
work,
you reversing up the role. I
when
hear
I
that.
when I'm saying the man don't have to work, that don't mean he's not going to work.
Right. He don't have
You
income
said quit
coming
a
in.
job. You said quit
Right.
a job.
Right.
Because
You
you can
didn't
have
say
income
by,
coming in from products and services. Like
because
Hmm.
you
see,
can
here's the
have a
thing.
service business,
Here's the thing.
products on the shelf, hmm copyrights.
Go ahead,
I'm just
Jojo.
saying.
Well, well, here's the thing, because if you afford him to, and then you come into him and tell him he no longer have to do that, that does not mean he's not going to go out and what?
Financially.
Find gain in
Mhm,
money.
mhm,
You affording him to what? Not be employed by another individual.
mhm,
Right.
You are giving him the free liberty in his mind, because it's going to already been established who you
Mhm.
are and what you expect from him at that point.
Right. And
Even if
that
you come,
reminds, yeah.
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
Audrey.
Okay.
Hold on, Audrey.
Even if it ever come to the point of you allowing him to do that. Well,
Mhm,
y'all have
Mhm.
already established something prior to you coming to him and affording him to do that. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that means you're freeing up his mind to be creative in
Mhm.
how he bring in income. You see how
Yep.
that works?
Mhm, yeah.
But he had to have faith in her too sometimes, right? Look at the Tabitha Brown story. Look at the Keisha K. Orr story. Right now, Gucci don't have to work, but you know
Well,
what I'm
see,
saying? If
there
it
you
weren't for
go with
his
these
money,
isolated situations. You
yeah.
keep going back to these isolated situations, and
No,
what
this
that's going to
this
afford
happens
you
a
to do.
lot. I was about to
Yes, but
use
what it's going to
some
afford you to
service
do.
businesses as an example. Their wives make sure, okay, he don't have to work. I'm going to go work at this regular job while he goes and he develops our construction business, while he goes and he develops our HVAC business, you know. So he's going out trying to get these contracts or government contracts while you're going to work every day. He's putting on his suit every day to go get these contracts, right?
You're
So
right.
it's a, you know what I'm saying? She's bringing home the paycheck, but he's finna bring home the millions. It goes back to that story with the acrimony. So people are doing this, but are they on one accord? You know what I'm saying? So it
You
comes to
are
those two
absolutely
people
right. You are
sitting
absolutely
down
right.
talking.
You're absolutely right. So within that reference that you gave,
Hmm.
why do you think the disconnect comes where we collectively as a people can't understand that fundamental basis that you just applied?
And that's why I wanted to bring it up on FBA and knowing who you're dating, right? Who
I
you
don't
with,
think this
who
shit
you with,
has
you know what I'm
nothing to
saying?
do
I'm
with
just
that
saying it
FBA.
does have a lot to do with that because
I,
that person could be
I
on
don't know,
survival
Audrey.
mode
I agree
and
with
you
that.
up here giving 100%, they giving 2%. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't trust you. They don't trust nobody. It goes a lot of
Let me
that.
tell
You
you
have to
something,
look
Audrey.
at it.
This FBA thing, I'm gonna tell you something about this FBA. I'm gonna do a live on the
And
FBA.
that only sounds like it would apply to people that make the choice to date outside of, their race, I guess.
And that's why I was saying, like, if that conversation needs to be had, not just amongst
And
FBAs,
I'm
but
not surprised.
amongst
I'm surprised.
FBAs
I'm
plus
surprised, Audrey, you
everybody
didn't hear
else.
my
And
live
that
about
way,
that FBA
everybody
situation.
can stop looking at us as their enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the distrust comes into play. You know what I'm saying? They don't know us. They only know
Um,
what has been in the media. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know us, so we have to introduce ourselves to them.
Audra,
Like
we are our greatest enemies when it comes to that. And you're not
who?
understanding
Not
that,
me.
and that's understandable.
But I'm saying, right,
We
Jojo,
give them the
do you have
we
siblings? Do you have brothers and
we
sisters or
give them the
brothers or sisters?
ammunition, Audra.
Do you have brothers and sisters? Yes or no?
What that has to do with it?
It has to do with those are like your first relationships, your siblings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Outside of
Okay,
your
but
parents.
I'm still asking you, what does that have to do with
yeah, and expound on that some more. I don't understand why you're taking it there, Audrey. Explain that.
I'm taking that because of what he said about um what he's trying to say about my point with FBAs, right? Because you have relationships is a part of living, right? The
Mhm.
people you meet is what makes life worth living. It's about people. Who wants
So
to go
what
through
does
their life all
FBA have to do
alone?
with this?
Nobody don't want to do that.
What does FBA have to do with this?
What I was saying was because there's so much of a mixture of people, right? You can have pop up and have a baby by someone you don't even know them. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong
Because
with
you never sat
diversity?
down and had the conversation.
What's wrong with
Now,
diversity? We are the
now your
world.
child in prison for the rest of their lives for
Oh my
something
God.
stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because of cultural
And
backgrounds.
FBA gonna stop all of this.
I just been looking at what's in the media, and from what
No, no,
I
no, no. Because
see,
see, no, no, you're making a point, but I'm asking you something to
uh,
expound on it, and just to try to embroad your thoughts on this. I'm asking
yeah,
you if FBA is the answer to this. Well, let's so be it. We all need to jump on FBA.
I'm not saying everybody has to date just FBA within FBA or Haiti within Haiti, Jamaica within Jamaica. I'm not saying that, but
So what is this FBA standing for then when it comes to dating?
what I am saying is that with these cultural differences, like if you, I'm going to use Jamaica as an example, right? You have the dance hall. Are you familiar with Jamaican dance hall? How the dude may jump
I've heard of it.
from a chair and jump on this lady on the dance floor, like weird stuff like that.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Okay, that is their culture. I'm not saying every Jamaican is like that, but from what we're even seeing now brought over to the United States, we're getting that activity in the streets. You seen the movie Shadows, right?
Mm.
How
No,
they
I haven't. I
show
haven't saw
oozes and
that.
all that. So when we had the crack epidemic in the 70s, 80s, 90s, here with FBAs predominantly, we didn't have all that. At least not here in Central Florida, we didn't.
You keep talking about this
I'm just
FBA.
saying there is a cultural difference.
Let
Whereas
me tell you
now,
something about. Let me tell you about something, and I want you to hear this. Tell me if it makes logical sense. Culture. The word culture is anything you're doing at the present time. Because if you define the word culture, it's what you do, right?
hmm,
So what you're doing right now, what we're doing right now is considered to be culture, logically speaking, right?
okay,
So your culture can change daily. Tomorrow, whatever you're doing is going to be a part of what? Your
Yeah,
culture
sure.
because you're doing it.
I don't know.
That's what I keep saying about confusion. When
But
this
doesn't it make it
FBA terminology came out, I knew it was going to be confusing.
You confusing me.
I said it 6 months ago. You didn't see my
I'm
live. I talked
confused
about
now,
this
Jojo.
FBA thing.
You don't know where I was going with it at all. Like
What you mean? I don't
you
know
don't
where
have a
you was
baby mama
going.
from HELL in your family,
What's
or a
that?
baby daddy from HELL, somebody
What is that?
crazy.
What is that? Please tell me what
I'm
that
just
is.
saying, like Miss Pat, do you know what I'm talking about?
say it again. I was talking to Priscilla. I'm sorry.
Like having a baby mama from HELL, or
H
having a dude like crazy about your daughter, and he's just super crazy. Like you don't know, one day he might just
Oh
snap
no, this shit is
and take her
taking on a
life. You
whole
know what I'm
different
saying? Like,
origin.
uh huh.
You said having a baby from hell. What is that?
from
A baby mama.
a baby
You ain't
mom.
heard the
Hell.
songs like "I hate my baby daddy, can't stand." These are people are actually talking about this stuff. It's in songs
So what does that have to do with anything, Audra?
because I ain't never met someone that I just hate. But there are songs being made about this, and I think
Yes,
it's
and
because
you
people are not
avoid that.
studying
You avoid
that
that because it's
person.
not of your culture. You avoid it.
Exactly. So we're not, people are getting involved with people that are not of their culture, not of their background, and they're not understanding why did it not work out? why are they not allowing me to see my kids? Why are they not?
That don't have nothing to do with
You know
no
what I'm saying?
damn
Like, it's a lot that
FBA.
goes with
That's
it.
called common sense.
No, that's not. Sometimes it's a cultural difference.
Oh my God. And FBA has nothing to do with no fucking common sense. I don't care how you spin it and how you've been culturally and derivative on this FBA shit.
Mm.
It's common sense because you're not telling me anything
Miss Pop,
distinguished
do you know what
about
I'm
this.
talking about?
You're not telling me anything distinguished about
Jojo,
this
it's because
FBA shit.
you're in Houston. You said you wanted to Austin, so you in Houston. So that
What the
means
fuck does
that
that
you're
have to
probably
do with anything?
surrounded by most FBA, more FBAs in other areas.
Oh God, this
Same with Miss
goddamn
Pap. If she's in
FBA shit.
Chicago, she's probably surrounded by more FBAs.
Shit, man.
But
When
here
I'm
in
What does
Florida,
this have
I'm
to
actually surrounded by them at work, not as much as Chicago.
the
man,
what?
you finna okay.
Okay,
Surrounded by what?
I'm not feeding into it. I just wanted to correct that.
Who you
It,
surrounded by, Miss Pap?
it's more so at work than I am like out in the community because there's a lot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're saying you don't live in a predominantly black neighborhood?
right.
Okay, that's okay.
Correct.
But you
Correct.
know what I'm saying? Like, you got other family members that are. You know what I'm saying?
I have other family members that are what?
That might live in predominantly black neighborhoods or a part of predominantly black
Actually,
society,
I
meaning
have
they. Uh,
now today currently I have to say no because there are so many people merging into diversity of the
homogenizing. Yep.
it's so many now. You know, with
Hmm.
my mom, it used to be predominantly
Hey,
like
wait a
that, but
minute.
now it's probably 50-50 of more Mexicans or whatever that's living over there now. But we got
Yeah.
more people that have joined the panel. Ro is back up here. So let Ro get in her questions
Okay.
to Joe right quick. And I believe Sir Miguel is coming up. And Jojo, that's his name over here. I don't give a shit what you
Man, I don't know no Sir Miguel.
say. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so go, Jojo. Ro wants to have a dialogue with you on the questions that you were asking on relationships. So go ahead. Go, Ro. You got the flow.
Let's go, JoJo.
Oh, shit.
Let's go,
Let Jojo, she
JoJo.
came in hard. Oh, shit.
I'm waiting, man. You know what I'm
Let's go, JoJo. Let's wind this thing up, JoJo. Let's go. Let's go, JoJo.
What you got, Jojo, on this relationship? Come on.
no, she shoot her shot. She said she got a question for me.
She was
I
going
said I
to.
want you to hit me with them same questions we hit Papoose with. That's what
I
I
had so many.
said.
I mean, Papoose be filibustering, but I spoke
Ah,
on so much.
Well, I'm gonna go here.
So
One
I
question
guess
you asked
I will
Papoose
start out with
about
you
her
then.
money. Okay, come on.
Do you hide your financial gains from your significant other?
Okay.
Now that ain't no okay.
This
hold on, because there's a
hold on,
difference,
JoJo.
Jojo, between hiding and just
That's the
putting
same
away.
thing. You could try to
It's
put like
not.
not
It's
telling.
not.
That's
It's
still
not the same
hiding.
thing, Jojo. It's not.
Okay. You like to try to ease your conscience,
Okay,
but it's all
JoJo.
right.
The
Whatever.
guy that's in my life,
What
right?
you say, young lady?
Um, don't ask me nothing about my finances.
Could you speak up? I
And
couldn't
I
hear you.
don't
I couldn't hear you.
volunteer my financial situation with,
Can y'all hear her? Cause I can't hear her.
but I am the financial provider when it comes to my house with his money.
You say you the financial provider, right?
with his money. He bring home the
Yes,
check.
sir. I'm gonna know where it's going.
You not. You just a
He gonna have to
manager. You
bring the
not
money.
no financial provider then.
he said you just
Well,
managing it.
I'm gonna know where every damn. I'm gonna. I'm gonna know where every damn going. I ain't paying no bills. Not the first one.
Well, I get that. There's nothing wrong with that. So you are the manager.
You could say that I'm the manager of the money, and no, he don't know nothing about my finances.
Man,
Is that a problem, Jojo?
absolutely.
So is that someone that you would not carry on in a
But why
relationship with?
though? But why though? But why?
You
Why?
said what was that?
Is that someone that you would not
I said
carry
why?
a relationship with?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because here's the thing: you can't have it both ways. So y'all want to know where all of the spendage from that male goes, but he can't know it from y'all? What is this about, man? See, this is that 2025 shit.
No,
This
because
is
you
really
give a
bad.
man
Jojo,
an
This is
inch, he'll
nasty
take a
work.
mile.
Let me tell you
Y'all
why
gonna
this
be
is
paying the other
nasty
woman
work.
bills. Not playing.
I'm finna tell you why this nasty work because y'all not. I'm saying collectively as a group of people,
why
we
though?
wonder
Why?
why this division in relationships comes from.
No, it's not.
So tell us how it should be. Give us an example, like what you trying to say.
It's no example to it. It's
Mm,
all about all in. All
mm.
in means that. All in.
It's impossible. That just
Nah, ain't no such thing as
I
impossible.
Jojo, no
So all
relationship
eggs
are
in
all
one basket.
in, Jojo. None, not a single one.
Yes,
None.
because you've been taught that shit. Listen, you've been
Jojo,
taught
I
it.
wouldn't even believe that you went all in. I just wouldn't believe that.
People ain't going all in with themselves.
So
They got
Of
Jojo,
credit
course, you're
cards,
not
I got
going all in
car
because you've been
loans.
taught something different. You've been taught this new wave of thinking. But if
No, it's
y'all
not
always
new
talking
wave.
about
It's
going back
Jojo.
to the
experience.
So
old
I
days and all that, this ideology and this behavior didn't exist before. This is some new shit.
Jojo,
That's why you see the
Respectfully,
divorce rate
respectfully,
as
Jojo,
high
Jojo,
as it is now.
respectfully, Jojo, if you are born female, most females coming from parenting, the mom actually through learned behavior will tell us and they teaches us, hey, make sure you stash away for those rainy days and those
Yeah. Stash away from your significant other, meaning the man in the house, because like I
pretty
said
much.
before, y'all always get together with your girlfriends and say, "Girl, if this shit don't work, I got mine."
Go
No,
wrong.
no one
there
taught me
you go.
about
I
that.
said,
No one taught me.
Arrest that girl.
Man, y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all need to start telling the truth and
Jojo,
stop shaming.
can you hear me, Papoose? Can you hear me?
That's
Yeah, I can
exactly
hear
what
you
y'all
well.
be saying.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one taught
Okay,
me
Jojo, come on.
about it from my mom.
I
She
Hold
didn't.
can't hear
on,
you,
All
hold
sis.
I,
on, hold on, Audrey. Go,
yeah.
roll. We can hear you.
Jojo. So, in other words, you're saying that it's a problem to have a lady in your life and she's hiding her finances from her significant other. You think that's a problem?
You damn right that's a problem. You
Hold
understand
on.
me, Tammy?
Let's
But
change that
why?
terminology. Change that terminology. We're not hiding it. We just keep
No,
it
don't clean
putting
it up. See, that's
Well,
that girl talk.
no, it's
You'll
not
get her behind the scenes and
this.
say, "Girl, you
I
ain't
don't
supposed
have
to
a
say
conversation about it.
that."
I
Mm.
don't
I
have a
don't like to
conversation.
hide.
Jojo, I'm not gonna say hiding. I'm gonna say I don't have a
You already
conversation
did.
not about my family.
Well, that's wrong within
But how?
itself. So let me ask you this: when you stood up in front of God, He said, "For better, for worse, How do you view that?
She's the better. He's the worst.
See that
Oh
shit
no.
there? And y'all do
I'm
believe
just
that
playing. I'm
shit.
just
JoJo,
playing, Josh. I just
Boy, I
JoJo.
tell you, man.
Well, I feel like this. You see how you saying that can't work with you, but it'll work for somebody else. Maybe that
Uh,
might be what the problem is.
And that's the
Okay.
problem with these no grows out here now. They sitting back and allowing this shit and this goddamn behavior to continue. And it's only temporary because it's no growth in that. It's no longevity within that. Because that's
but
why it
Jojo,
be bouncing around from women to women. I'm trying
but
to tell
Jojo,
y'all what it is.
every relationship is not the same. Some people have parents that support their relationship, right? Like the one story I told you about New Jack Construction, where his wife worked a regular job. They didn't live in their own place. They lived in her parents' home, right in the house with their parents. They got out of
Yeah, but
college.
what that got to do with
What I'm saying is that you
hiding
got
money?
other couples where their parents will give them 50 grand to go buy a house or to start a business. You know what I'm saying? Like every story is not the same.
You're
So
talking about
you can't
support.
say
You're
it's this
talking
cookie
about a
cutter
support
thing.
system. You're
It's not
talking about a
it's not
support
cookie
system.
cutter. Huh?
You're talking about a support system that has nothing to do with what I'm illustrating and speaking on right now.
Mm.
And see, I love this women stick by each other, but you're all back in the corner and y'all don't want to accept the facts.
we we
This
have
is
some
why
different
the
views. No,
divorce rate
Jojo.
is high. This is
Jojo,
why
I see what you're saying. I
separation,
know exactly what you're saying. So let's
and y'all want
that's
to
why I
turn
say
around
use
and
an
blame the
example.
man.
So are you seeing a young couple in their 20s just starting out, right? But even in their 20s, they both are going to have some sort of income and possibly have their own places to stay. So you have to make that come together and make it work.
Well,
However,
you're not together. See, you're
you
talking
know,
about separate entities. You're talking about different households. I'm talking about a
right.
union. I'm
So then you're
talking about
talking
a
about a
union.
young
So that
couple
does
fresh out of high
that does
school.
not qualify. That does what your argument is does not qualify. I'm
So
talking
are
about a
you
union.
okay? So two people get married. And then what? What's his situation? Does he got a job? Does he have a business? Is he trying
You
to
should know
open a
that before you
business?
get married.
But I'm trying to use your example where you're
My
saying that
example,
women are
listen,
not
you're
a
a
man's
long way from
helpmate.
my
What are you
example
saying?
because you what you're doing, you're giving me abstract situations. Because first of all, before you get married, you should know the situations.
You,
But back then, women were getting married at 15, 16, and the men were
Man, I'm not
27,
talking
33,
about that.
much
That's not what
older.
I don't know why you keep trying to equate all of these outside abstract
Because
situations
you
into it.
just compared what's going on today to the past. So we're trying to
What,
figure
what,
out
what I'm
where
what
you're
I'm
going
talking
with it.
about in the past is still a union. Stop using abstract ass terminologies. I'm talking about a union. Put that in your head. Union, meaning a couple, married.
Okay, so you're
I'm not
saying
talking about
all the money she
somebody
makes,
dating.
all the money
So
he makes should go into one account. And then when that child support go, okay, I'll just wait.
See, here again.
I'm being
You
funny.
try to move the
I'm just playing.
goalposts because
JoJo,
before that individual married this other individual, they should know about child support and all of that. See, so that does
I
not
was just
work.
trolling.
I mean, since she established that, though, Jojo, let's put that on the table. What if the guy is going through a child support court case, right? And the
Well,
money,
that guy should explain that to her
do you
before.
expect for your current wife or fiance or dating partner to be held responsible with paying your child support with you?
No, I don't expect the female to be responsible for it. But what I do expect is the gentleman to tell the young lady what situation he has, and it's up to her if she wants to take on that.
No,
And far as in marriage, that bill becomes hers in some aspect.
I agree with that
Well,
part. The part B, I
yeah.
do. But when you say that you would leave it up to the female to make a sound judgment, whether if she wants to go along with you with leaving whatever money is tied together to help you endure and get over your child support payments, I don't agree with that. I think that
She
just
shouldn't have to do that.
a
She shouldn't
safety
have to
net,
do
she
that.
should. So why wouldn't you say, babe, go pour this out, do this, let's separate this or whatever. I got this on my own.
Well, that's already established.
It's not established unless you've spoken on it, because other than that, we'll
I
think
just
as a
said
female,
it
we're
should have been
thinking that you're
established
just
before you
okay
make
with
that union.
it. Okay. All right.
Before you make that union, that should be already established. See, that's what I mean by communication in
Uh-huh.
these relationships. It has to have some kind of communication going
Out
on.
the door. Out the door. All the
Okay,
expected
Jojo, let me
Absolutely.
bills.
tell you
So if
what
that woman, let me ask you this. If that
Jojo,
woman,
let me tell you what I
yes,
do
ma'am.
for as a woman, being a wife, right?
You
My
said what?
husband, he pays all the bills, right? I make the groceries, I buy all the soap, tissue, paper towels. That's it. So you don't think that's a deal?
If you do what again? Yeah, I just
Rose,
want to make sure I heard you
Rose
right.
says she buy toilet
I make
paper,
all the
soap,
groceries.
and detergent. I ain't agreeing with you on that
Well,
one,
I
That's
can
what I
find some
do.
way I can find some way to wipe my ass so that does not work.
roll over there with I'm only spending about 200 a month, but you gonna spend about 12. You
Yeah,
know,
hey, check this out. If push come to shove, I
uh,
go hit up every goddamn convenience store, gas station, and steal a toilet paper. How about that?
I have to be
I
honest
find a way
though,
to wipe my
because
ass.
Well,
I be on that bullshit too, man. All right, man. I done bought soap, toothpaste.
Nah, see y'all, you know what? See, when it comes down to having these conversations, y'all always filibustering.
But a lot of times too,
I'm for
men
real
don't
though.
know the prices of things at the stores. Like the way a woman buys, we typically buy in bulk. I'm not gonna say every
Damn,
woman.
there you go, Audrey. There you go. That the great
Yeah.
point. Great
What
point.
the
We have
fuck
to
Go.
does
teach
that?
y'all like how to buy. We have to teach y'all, hey, we need to stack up on bath racks. You know what I'm saying? And even still, that woman is gonna teach her son
Well, you do
how to
know what
help
you're
the
saying. You do
females
know
that
what
he
you're
meets.
saying is going against what Ro
Hmm.
just said with that game.
A what?
No, that's facts. Like if you
No, no, I'm
see a
saying
woman that went
I
into the
agree
store
with.
with her man
Listen,
and
I
she
agree with
realized
what
he
you're
don't know
saying.
the prices of things.
I
Because
agree with what you're
seriously, the way
saying.
y'all grocery shop, you might grocery shop like the Caucasians. Y'all go get something to eat for tonight.
I
We
listen.
go and if you're a southern woman, you know how to cook. You know
I
you're gonna have
agree
some
with what you're
flour,
saying, Audra.
some
I
sugar,
agree.
cornmeal. It's certain things you're gonna keep in your house, and the man he gonna have a full course
Well,
meal
what
or whatever
again?
he
What
want,
this has
and
to
he
do
gonna know
with
where that
hiding
food came from
finances?
because it's the way she shops.
Well, we
You know what I'm
hide
saying?
so we can
Y'all are
shop the
trying
way
and
that
y'all
we
are failing miserably.
do.
Yeah,
Y'all
we gonna
trying
have
and
you with
failing
T-bone
miserably.
steaks and everything,
I don't give a
lobsters and
damn
everything.
about
You gonna be like, how
T-bone
you
steaks,
bought these?
sirloin steaks. Where is this hidden money?
The hidden money is going on them darn ribeye steaks. Yeah, shit.
Heck
Let,
yeah, because we're gonna find the deals. You don't
let,
Hey,
know where
what's
to
up,
go get
Coco?
your
I see
meats from.
Coco up here. Is Coco up
let,
here?
Huh?
I see
let's
Coco up
welcome
here.
Sir Miguel to the panel. And y'all know this is about to get conservative
Coco.
now. Okay.
Coco.
Hey, welcome, Sir Miguel, you guys.
One
Well,
Pat, how you
uh,
doing this
I'm,
evening with this morning?
I'm doing
Audrey, JoJo, Ro.
I'm glad we're having
Um,
this conversation. I'm glad we're having it. Go
You
ahead.
know what? I'm glad JoJo and you guys put this together, and I think I just want to add a few things since we're talking about relationships and rehab. I think each individual has to align themselves up in understanding how they relate to themselves in terms of a relationship. And what I mean by that, you have to get rid of, you have to examine your dirty laundry as well, along with the good stuff, and removing those negative uh, aspects of your own self in your relationship in order to move forward. But if you're going to pity pat with it and come with all this extra stuff that don't mean anything, then you can't build or even form any kind of relationship. Even in your union, you have to align yourself up with God in that covenant. If you're just solely getting married or getting into a relationship because you want to say that you are married and you did these vows in front of everybody, or whatever the case may be, then all you're doing is lying to yourself in the first place.
May I, Sir Miguel?
Go ahead. Yes,
w-
ma'am.
Once you have been involved in a relationship, let's put a number on it, maybe 3 years or better, right?
Mhm.
And you says to expose or talk about some of your dirty laundry that could have been hindered or could hinder your relationship.
Mhm.
I don't agree with you at some point where dirty laundry needs to be brought about to even have that discussion. One reason is because we've recognized each other's characters, right? We kind of know who we are amongst each other, right? So why bring something out that can become a distasteful thought in your mind or something to give you any reason to leave me or create an argument or start to hide money or just have you overall apprehensive about continuing to date me? Why do that? Because
Well, that's
we all carry dirty laundry somewhere.
true enough. True enough. But a lot of people will still carry that dirty laundry in. Let's just say they go into a new relationship
Okay.
and you carry that same laundry from the previous relationship.
Hmm.
Remember, it's communication, right?
Correct.
If we're really gonna be fair about the situation, then speak on it, and then that person or y'all can decide if this is gonna work or not.
Hmm.
Because a lot of times people will mask things thinking that they got over on something when they really haven't, because they want to be in that feel good story or that feel good relationship. That's not fair to you, and that's not fair to the person that you're with.
Okay. I mean, that's
So
fair
so
enough.
so so at, so at the end of the day, if that's the case, then you need to be by yourself.
I object. I think that some pieces of your dirty laundry just needs to not even be brought about to the table. I think that relationships can cure uh, by just moving forward on to it and focusing on what the future may bring to you as opposed to bringing back something that you may or you may not want to hear. And that's on both sides, coming from the
Hmm.
female and the male. I mean, that's just my stance on that. Some things that should just be well off buried and you just move forward. It's not going to uh, add an addition onto our growth, but it can certainly add interruption into the relationship, because there's going to be more that you might want to hear about, or you're not men. I find it not so easily letting go things. And I think that you baggage a lot of things that you also think that you will have an advantage in an argument to toss back up into someone's space. And when I see or hear something like that done in relationships, to me, I determined that this is not a relationship that you would want to be in anyway. You want to keep,
Mhm.
because I've had this discussion and opportunity to share some regrettable or unpleasant things in the closet, that I buried with you. But I think men hold on to that as a weapon, to use when they're also ready to get out of something that they don't want to be in. But that's just me. But I don't agree with you with having everything laid on the table, because we all have done some things that may be regrettable, and some things that is just very private, not to discuss. And it also can, it can put you in a frame of thought of, wow, do I really want to be with this person any further now? With something. So some things are better yet left needed off the table. I think you should leave some things off. And the first question that you guys always come back with is, well, how many men you date, or who was your last person you dated, or this or that. I don't even find that relevant pretty much in
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with that. That's a question I don't even answer because it doesn't
no
even bother me how
marriage,
many. You know what
none.
I mean? It doesn't bother
Especially
me
when you're at a
how many
certain
people get
age.
dated. Yeah,
It's like,
you know what
what?
I
I'm
mean.
not supposed to have never dated anyone before you? Like what?
What that
I
got to
think that
do
has
with
to do
this
with
bread?
Go ahead. Who just jumped in?
that was
What that
JoJo.
has to do with the hiding of this bread?
Well, I explained that to you. I think that it is necessary, not just for one party to hide or stash a little bit of a safety net. I think that it is fair for the man to also stash a little bit of something. It does
And
provide.
the minute y'all find that out, oh,
We want some of it.
you hiding that for your other bitch. Do you know how
Look,
y'all get down?
but see, like I said, and you told me to keep, you asked me to minimize the characteristics of a person, but you cannot take that out the equation.
What?
Characteristics.
Take
Once you
what out the
know
equation?
a person character trait, you cannot. Once you realize
Oh
what
my
you're
God.
dealing with, you know, you
So
you
let me
just let
ask
me
you. No, no, no,
calm
no,
down.
no.
You
I
you know.
do know. That's why I'm asking this question. So when you find out the man is hiding money,
Uh-huh.
what's the first thing come to your mind?
What you hiding that money for, or who
Bam.
you hiding
Okay.
that money for? Yeah,
You
yeah,
see what I'm talking about? This shit is so unbalanced, man.
exactly. But now we put the ball back into your court, and it's up to you to be honest and
What
effective.
the
As you
fuck?
can.
Did you hear what you just said?
The same way, as if you would
Man.
ask me, well, what are you hiding it for? Well, what is it
Where's
for?
Keefy D when I need him?
Well, whatever.
This shit is wrong. You heard
It's
what you just said?
whatever, Shannon. I am not double standard, and I don't care what no man say.
That
I'm gonna
is
always
that
keep
is
me a
that
cushion
is
pushing.
hypocrisy at its finest.
Sir Miguel, do you think that it's wrong for a woman to have a little cushion pushing stashed away?
Well, let's put it this way: since since it was based on marriage and a union, and that covenant, you're supposed to be one, so you really shouldn't be hiding anything.
I just said that. I hit them
We
with
go
that
up
and
together
here it again.
and we fall together. Is that what you're saying?
Hmm.
Um,
Because again,
I don't
let,
like
let's
that part. Well,
but again, in the eyes of God,
yeah.
if you're one, then everything goes for good, for better, or for worse. At the end of
They
the
don't
day,
want to hear
that's
none
what
of
that's
that,
what he
bro.
that's what he said. But the problem nowadays, whenever this thing came in with the hide the stash part, I don't know where that came in at. I
I'm
used
telling
to hear it when I was a
you, it
kid.
came from your
Papoose,
FBA people.
Papoose is hiding stash.
Your FBA people did.
And that
Yeah, I
shit is
don't know where it
wrong.
come from. I
It's
can't tell you.
everywhere.
I think it come from like what Miss Cap said. And like I said, basically moving how you move, because if you're up here gambling, you know, and you got people calling, or you in trouble with the gambling man, or
Buying
you know what I'm
all
saying,
kind of
you
premiums
can't
and
have no cash in your hand long enough. It just burn your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Okay,
you
That's a
have to,
situation. That's a situation, Audra. But
right.
we have eliminated all of that. And we have said the man has exuded and showed his responsibility to not have any of those dependencies,
mm,
any of them. So let's
Right.
eliminate where you try to squeeze that gray area in.
hmm
None of
But
that.
he could want to do things
Shit,
that
man.
is not bettering
Here we
your
go. That's a
future.
gray area.
Too,
I
like you could be
eliminated all of
spending
that.
on things like what Miss Pat said. You might want to spend on new rims,
Oh my
fancy
but
uh,
no,
God.
clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like
but think
it's
about
more.
what but think about what JoJo just said. You've eliminated all of that. That's no different than a man who's taking care of his kids.
So if
Uh,
two
They get a
people
good.
are
They
on
hold on,
one
hold on. They
accord,
get a
he's not
divorce.
moving without
Hold on,
passing stuff past her. She's not
hold
moving without
on.
passing things past him. That's different.
Just listen. That's no different than a man who's been taking care of his kids.
Mhm.
He's been doing everything right. They get a divorce, then she takes him to child support. Why? What for?
See, that's why
What
I
for?
brought up learning a person's background,
It
because
ain't got
why is
nothing
the
to do.
relationship ending in the first place?
You can still learn that person's background. They can still do it.
But why is the relationship ending in the first place? Like we all just saw where that man, a billionaire, on camera with this lady, and she's ugly, but his wife looks like a trophy
I
wife.
don't care about no woman
That
being
was
ugly,
great.
a trophy wife, and they get a divorce. That's
I'm just
besides the
saying.
point. That
Like,
one
so
had
you're
nothing
saying,
to
why
do
did
with
they
it.
break up? Why would your relation? Why did she have to do
Some
all
people look. Some people will wake up and say, "I want to get a divorce. It's over. I'm done." Just on
that?
GP.
That
they
They
has
don't
will.
even
to
have
do
a
with
reason.
I
their
agree with
upbringing,
that.
their
Yeah.
background. Is something that
You
caused,
know, sweetheart. Let me explain something to you. People get divorced every day for some of the strangest reasons.
but
It
it's
don't
a
have nothing to
reason.
do with. It don't have nothing to do with money. They'll just get up one day and say, "Honey,
I,
sweetheart, I want a divorce."
yeah.
It don't even have to
Oh,
be nothing valid. I just want out.
well, hold
That
Silly
on.
man.
part.
I'm speaking too fast because I think when they wake up, like that, those Sir Miguel, they hitting some on the side.
That could be true too.
Hmm
Okay.
Yep.
But I'm just saying you have some people that will just be like, I'm out, I'm done.
Yeah. Like this one lady, she came to me. They've been together forever. All their kids together. Been together forever. And she's only in her maybe late 40s, right? Beautiful. He's beautiful. Attractive couple. Their kids are beautiful, grown. But she says that she feels like she just grew apart. But really, all she wants is that excitement. And I told her, I said, all you have to do is figure out a way to re-love him, re-fall in love again. Y'all have to do some exciting things. But
Mm.
if you think you're gonna find it in another man, you're not. Point blank. Period. So, but that
Well,
happens often, But it's always something. It's a reason, and they can't sit down and talk about it because she don't want to feel a certain way in his eyes.
mm,
She's been the apple of his eye her whole life since she was a teenager. So yeah, things people need to sit down and talk about things.
Yeah.
But it's
Ro,
good that she came and talked to me, and I'm younger than her. But it's good she came and talked, said something. It was something about my spirit that made her say something. And I
Ro,
hope
you
that they
jump
get
in?
back together. I hope they're not apart.
Ro, you want to jump in? I had a question though, but I forgot it. So go ahead, Audrey.
I want JoJo
Oh, she
to
addressing
tell
Judge.
me. I want JoJo to tell me how he stand on business in his house. Cause JoJo ain't playing the radio about that fucking money though. JoJo got a problem with that. That's bothering JoJo.
But both
But JoJo,
JoJo's
let me say this. Hold up, let me say this here. JoJo, let
okay.
me say this. I
Yes,
must
ma'am.
say this. JoJo, let me take it back. Let me take it back. The guy that I'm with now, I used to date him in high school, right?
Okay.
For some reason, he stayed in another city and I stayed in another city. He came to my city and started going to school. He eventually moved. So we fell apart. The next time I heard from him, he was in prison.
Okay.
So our relationship with him being in prison, I wrote that time about 8 years. So I kind of feel like that's why he don't pressure me or ask me to do nothing. But let me tell you what I did allow when he got out of prison. Because he had been there for some years, I told him, I said, when you get home, you don't have to work for a whole year. Think about it. I just told you he was in prison for 7 years. I made
Right.
him a bill in my house. I was buying cell phones, $1,200 and $1,300. A nigga was in there was steal them 2 or 3 days later. There go another $1,200 or $1,300. I'm buying another cell phone. So I really feel like in my heart, the reason why he don't ask me for all these different things to do all this stuff and he do what he do is because I was there when his family was not there.
Right.
So I think he really appreciated. So me and Papa
Yeah.
had a conversation and we were finna catch a motherfucking flight.
That's understandable. That's understandable. So your
So you
question
still
would
think
be
I'm not you think that I'm still a bad wife because I'm not gonna
no,
say hiding the money.
no, no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying
See,
I
because
put my
these
money
things are
up.
situational. They situational. They're situational. And in the aspect of what you just spoke on, far as how that situation came about, that's understandable. It's situational. And it varies. It
Okay.
varies. But if you have a union, and this too shall pass with that situation with him. If this union is strong and is of God, no, I still believe there should be no money hidden. Because here again, I said it, if the shoes was reversed, you wouldn't want him to do that. The whole situation
No,
reversed.
I wouldn't.
Exactly. So this is the question. Why do women feel as though they're holding us to a higher standard when they don't want to hold themselves to that same standard? That's the question. And see, this is the conversation
I
we're
think
we
it's a
having.
woman thing though, JoJo.
Why
I
would it
think
be
it's
a
a woman
woman
thing.
thing? What okay, just what as Sir Miguel said. What about under the eyes of God and the union that you came together through God?
Okay, I get that. Okay, let's just say,
But you
okay,
get it, but do we understand it?
if he asks me for something I'll
Nah,
take
we ain't
care of
talking
it.
about, see, that we go with these semantics, but go ahead. I know you're gonna try to wiggle out, but go ahead. Here go the woman aspect of trying to play these little
But
mind
JoJo,
manipulation
he don't
games.
ask me for nothing though, and he
It
don't
don't
ask me
have
stuff
nothing to
like
do
that.
with that, and that's a good thing. And I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it's gonna come a time where he feel like he paid his dues back to you. Because at this point right now, I think he feel as though he owe you, and this is him paying his dues. But if y'all are under one union, one, that thing that he's
Mm-mm.
going through right now for is respect towards what you respected him and seen him through is going to subside. I guarantee you.
I see your point. I
I
see that.
guarantee you it's going to subside. But right now, he's paying back his dues. He respect you for everything you've done for him. But that male aspect is going to kick in once he pay his debt back. Because that's all he's doing right
You think
now.
so?
I know so. And
I
there's
think
nothing
it has
wrong
to be
with
a
that.
conversation between you and him, Ro, because men can go from having money to not having money to having money to not having money, and it's really, was he there for you when he had? Now, if he in a situation where he don't have, well, he now have, but I'm saying, you know, finances go up and down, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it. You know, I've asked the man, if you were rich, if you're in the lottery, what would you do? Well, he's gonna say, well, what I did when I had money. You know what I'm saying? So
But
it's
here's
it's
the
if you were a
the
part of his
tricky
life.
part. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, if you were a part of his life through those ups and downs, those ebbs and flows of life, well, then you know where you stand. So there's no need to question it. You know what I'm saying? Because JoJo is on the outside looking in. You know, none of us knows.
But here's the tricky thing about this that is it's going to play itself out. And you guys are actually
I hope it
saying
don't,
this.
JoJo.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is, you guys are saying this, and you don't even believe in your own shit. If the man was doing this, y'all would feel some type of way. Because the first thing y'all gonna say, what you holding this money back? I found this money in this X account, and you what the, oh, that's, I know what it is. And then you get on the phone with such and such. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't want to be in your business. But yeah, there's probably some bitch involved. Y'all know how y'all get down. Let's keep this shit real. Let's have a real conversation. That is the
Well,
first
JoJo,
thing
he done
come.
cheated on me since he been out of prison. So
Nah, I'm
what
not
that
talking
mean?
about that. I don't want to hear nothing about that, and don't nobody need to know nothing about that. But
He gonna
here's the
pay me
thing:
to damn cheat on me.
if that man keeps money, and it goes for any man in any relationship with a woman, if he having a secret account somewhere, and you guys find it out,
Long I don't know
the
about it.
first thing come to y'all mind. What is the first thing come to y'all mind? Oh, that's
You
for your
saving it for
What
your
bitch.
you
bitch.
saving it for?
That's for your bitch.
And
Let's
he
keep
gonna
this
feel
shit
the same
real.
That's
way.
for your
If
bitch.
he care about her, he gonna feel the
Man,
same
what is
way.
this about? And why it can't be for if this shit don't go bad like y'all?
Mhm.
Oh, I got my nest egg.
I don't know.
She kicked my ass out this house. I got my money saved up to go get me somewhere to stay. But see,
Mhm.
y'all do it, and y'all know y'all
Well,
do
JoJo,
it.
I don't understand you.
Y'all know y'all do this shit. Shit, Papoose and I already confessed to it.
The best way to compare it is if you were
This shit is
in that
just fucking
relationship when
unbalanced.
he
It's
was up, you was
unbalanced.
down, he was down, you was up. You compare. What happened?
We could say we listen. We could say ups and downs. That's part of life. But let's talk about what's right and wrong. Why we keep eliminating this and always putting these
But why
abstract
you think
as
it's wrong, though, JoJo? Because I can keep my money.
man,
I
it's
just think it's a woman
wrong
thing,
because
JoJo. Get
under the
over it.
I
I don't call it
I got
wrong.
a question. I got a
It's
question.
God
I
that
know
says
you.
it's
I
wrong.
I agree with you 100%, Jojo. I'm just being
I got
God
a
says
question.
it's
I
wrong.
have a
And
question.
here's why he said wrong. He don't just come out verbally and say it.
I agree
The
with you 100%,
better
Jojo.
for
I would
worse.
put everything in one pot.
Man, y'all
We
be
can
hearing these
distinguish it
vowels.
how we want to together.
Y'all listen, this shit it just sounds good to y'all.
I have a question for JoJo and
Now,
Sermon.
this what's happening over here. It ain't sounding good. It's
Oh,
actually
oh,
happening in real life.
hold on, Ro. My question to JoJo and Sir Miguel: what do you do about the guys that you are into a relationship? I'm putting this here. I'm gonna dribble the ball to you guys. I just fumbled this ball, and the guy keep asking for things. Just keep asking, but you're only seeing minimum of what they are putting into a relationship. What do you do with those particular type of guys?
Now you shut their asses out.
Okay, I just want to make that clear. And that's exactly
Yeah,
why.
because see, that is something that's been
Hmm.
established and you see a pattern. But what I'm saying is we had a situation like everything is good. That man has this demonstrated constraint, responsibility, and he's doing everything accordingly. See, we're
Okay.
not moving the goalposts here, but since you put it in that aspect, you shut his ass out. It's just that simple.
Yeah, a woman's
It's
gonna start
nothing in
with
between.
holding
It's nothing in between good and bad.
But
unconditionally.
So,
could it
JoJo,
be
you
that
telling
it's just
me
the guy that's
that you
down
wouldn't
on his
hide
luck?
nothing from your. You telling me, JoJo, you wouldn't hide nothing from your significant other?
No, I have did it.
As you say, hiding,
I have did it.
huh?
How did
That
it work
doesn't
It's
out?
make it right.
So why you mad with me and
Shit.
Papoose?
I'm not saying it about you and Papu. I'm saying it's about anybody that's listening.
So how did it work out for you?
How did it work out for me? It didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Why?
it
I just
created
told you why.
it
And
created
I'm not saying
argument,
that
right?
that was the determining factor, but it didn't. But it could have been part of it.
It creates arguments. We know that.
Mhm.
Then it creates doubt.
It's not just that is the determining factor, but
Okay, I got another question for you, Jojo.
it's just the from the union that you signed up for. It
Got a
just
question?
it creates a bad aura within the
Okay, JoJo,
relationship.
what about this? Let me ask you this. Okay, my husband travel. He do solar panels all over the world, right?
Right,
So I will go to the different states that he's in, right? Most of the time, he will send for me and we'll get an Airbnb because he with a lot of guys and they be in Airbnbs together, right?
right.
So a few times since he been doing this, I done paid for it myself. So it ain't like I'm just being a bitch
Oh, there you
about
Hold,
go
it.
trying to justify. That's there you go trying to justify your secret bank account.
but hold on, Ro, because you said that
Well, I
uh,
tell you, these women something else, boy.
you said that you made a choice to go ahead and travel, meet with your significant other, right? But
Yeah,
then
all of this
you
semantics.
also said
Right.
that you paid for it.
You hear this
So
shit, Coco?
I'm hold on, Jojo. I'm just saying with Ro, if you made that decision to go, I don't think that it's fair if an argument erupts for you to say, well, I paid my way and you didn't do it. I think that
I don't say that though.
Okay,
Nah,
I
that
get.
ain't what she was saying, Papoose, and I'm not gonna let you
I don't
get
say
away
that.
with that.
Okay,
No, that ain't
and
what I
That
then
was
ain't what she
saying.
was saying.
I
What
was
she was
telling him
saying
that I
is,
do things. You know what I'm saying?
see, that's what she's trying to say. She's talking about the things she do versus the things she's not
but
saying.
what I'm saying though, Jojo, in the
And the thing
relationship
she's
and
not
for,
saying is that secret bank account. Bam.
but Jojo, I don't think that in a relationship that's trying to grow and get down the right path and succeed in it, I don't think that is also fair for things that us women make a choice in
Shannon
doing,
said she gonna get
I
out of
said
her.
it varies. I said
that
it
we could be
varies.
throwing it up in a argument or a discussion at all. I think that
I
those are
said it
something.
varies. Did y'all not hear me when I said it varies?
Yeah, yeah.
But overall, this double standard is
You
wrong.
still standing on it.
You
You
damn right
still
I'm
standing
standing
on
on
it.
it because it's wrong. You wouldn't want him to have no secret
Mm.
bank account. So what constitutes for y'all to have it? What
But
is this shit
JoJo,
about?
one if he do have one and I don't know nothing about it. A
Well,
woman ain't
guess
gonna know
what?
everything about a man, and a man ain't gonna
I
know everything
I
about a
said,
mentioned
woman.
that
So a
to him,
woman
Rob.
got to keep
I said
something.
that to Sir
here
Miguel.
they go
I
moving
said
this
that
guy.
everything does not have
Jojo,
Uh,
to
coach.
Now
have
I'm just gonna
to
tell you,
Travis,
you just can't tell a man everything about you. I
everything.
ain't
Ain't
telling no
nobody
No,
man
said tell
everything
him
about me.
everything about you. I'm talking about that bread. I ain't talking about nothing
Jojo,
else but that bread.
He ain't
should
finna know
Travis
all about my
Hunter have
money.
a should Travis
And
Hunter have
I'm only
a prenup?
harping on the bread aspect because when y'all find out he got some bread, what y'all go to?
well,
He's
I don't think
fucking with
that.
somebody. That's the side money for the.
I don't think
Come
that
on,
either
man.
party should be worried about what's on the leftover plate unless the bills are not being met or other obligations. Then
I
you
took that away from you a long time ago. I said
okay,
every obligation is being met.
yeah. Then,
I
and
took
then
that away from you, and here you come back and try to remix this shit.
I'm just
Papoose,
saying,
you started this shit, and you know
yeah.
you did it, and
Neither
you're trying to
party should be
justify
worried
your.
about. Neither party should be worried about what is put in the Brazil or the underwear until obligations are not being met. Then there's
I
questions
agree.
to be
I
had.
agree with that.
Okay.
Okay. So
Well,
Jojo, should
JoJo, let me tell you
Travis
what I
Hunter
did. And
But you
I ain't putting
still
you in
need
my
to.
business,
You
JoJo.
still not to be
We had
hiding
went
those
got a
fucking
bank account
accounts.
Oh,
together.
I'm hiding the
JoJo,
account.
check this out. JoJo, you finna say I'm real wrong on this one.
What you put
JoJo,
wrong?
check this out.
I'm listening.
We had one got a check. We had one got an account together. JoJo,
Shit. But no.
guess
Hmm.
what?
I already
His
know you
check was
already
going
had
direct
another one.
deposit in it. No, his check was going direct deposit in it. He pissed me off. I called Papoose. I said, I'm finna go get in my motherfucking truck. I'm catching the next motherfucking flight out this bitch. And I cleaned his whole motherfucking account out.
I tried to stop her.
And went
I
got my
really did.
motherfucking truck. Did I not, Papoose?
Yeah, you did.
That's
I tried,
cold, man.
I tried to stop her. But hey, when a woman's paying up,
JoJo, I
ain't
called
nothing
Right.
you
a.
can do
Let me
about
tell
it.
you, it's funny now, JoJo. I called a flight out this motherfucker, made it to Michigan, made it to the goddamn vehicle. He up in the Airbnb sleep. He calling me talking about somebody done stole the truck. I said they
Yeah,
did.
you. That's
And it
that's
was
that's
me,
nasty
JoJo.
work, man. That's nasty work. So when these men put these nest eggs away, y'all always the first thing y'all say, and y'all know it. Y'all can say it for me because I'm not gonna repeat it. Y'all know what y'all be thinking. But just think about if the man think you was putting this and holding this money away for some other infatuation.
No, no,
So
Jojo, no,
how do you
no,
appease that
What do you
his
mean? No.
mind?
no. That money is being put away for a peace of mind and to
What
start.
about if the man thinks like you?
then you got to be delirious.
Well, I can explain it the way you trying to
Well, that's the
explain this
see.
to
You
me.
see this double standard shit. That's all I'm trying to point out.
So Jojo, since you say everything needs to go into one account, basically, okay, should Travis Hunter
Oh
have
hell
a
no, that ain't
prenup?
gonna help.
That ain't
It
gonna
should.
never
It
happen.
shouldn't go. It should go. It don't have to
Never.
just go in one account. I'm just saying the
No secret
hiding
account.
of the money.
Okay, so should
Reba,
he have a prenup?
Reba say she left her account empty too.
Should Travis Hunter have a prenup with the woman he's married to? Yes or no?
Shit, Travis Hunter did what?
Should he have a prenup with the woman he's
You
married to?
you haven't seen my lives about that situation.
No, I don't. I don't be watching all these lives. I
Okay,
don't.
yeah, I think Travis Hunter should have had a prenup, and
Okay,
it's reasons behind that, but we're not gonna get into that.
so these
Okay,
women keeping their money to the side. You don't think that's
Shannon
kind of
say
like
he
a prenup?
tired. Hey,
Because if that
Papoose,
woman is not with him
look
from
at
the
Shannon.
since he was
Look at
18
Shannon
and he was fresh
message.
out
He
of
done
high
killed
school.
me.
so Jojo and Sir Miguel, do you think that Shannon Sharpen should have paid that girl the 30 million?
See there? Mm-hmm.
Or
He,
Mhm.
should
I
he
don't think he heard you. I don't know. I don't know.
have should he have
You asked Sir Miguel that.
should Shannon Sharpen had settled with this young lady for 30 million?
Well, if you asking me, you're damn right he should have settled because you don't
But
want
they were
this
in
to
a
go.
relationship. It just went bad. Okay, some
Yeah,
text
it's
messages
but
got
that's something he allowed himself to get into,
But it would have saved it
and
separate.
it could have got even uglier than it
It'll save
was.
him a bunch of bullshit
well,
for being
that's
out in
what
the street
media
like it is now.
yeah, that's what media told you so that he can, savage some of his
Impression.
impressions, some of his character. But I wouldn't have
Well, I
settled.
don't even think it had nothing. I'm thinking from a legal aspect of it.
Hmm.
They were in a
Unless
relationship. No, we want to
unless
talk
she
about
pulls
in a relationship aspect.
unless she pulls a Cassie and an
But
Andrea Constand. Hopefully she don't do that.
Go
well,
ahead, Sir Miguel.
no. But here's the thing: when they settled the lawsuit, according to Mr. Busby, he said it was a consensual, tumultuous relationship. I wouldn't have paid shit. Excuse my language. If it's
Yeah, because it's
consensual,
showing a
I wouldn't
sign of
say that.
guilt.
No, no.
It's showing a
If
sign of
it's
guilt when you do that.
it no, no. But people get sued every day, especially
Every
entertainers. But what I'm saying is, if you come out and you put this out in the media and say it was consensual relationship compared to what the woman had said, and you her
Mhm.
lawyer, come on, man. I wouldn't have paid
He said
nothing.
that. He said that afterwards.
Thank
He
you, Sir
said
Miguel.
That's
that
what I'm saying.
testimony came afterwards.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't say that
Afterward, but I
prior
wouldn't have.
because before making that making that statement, you never
It,
know
it
what
was
they was getting
R-word.
ready to go to.
But
But
Yeah.
the text messages, Joe, obviously appeared to the most out here that there was a consensual relationship going on.
so what was she
Yeah, but
suing
they're
him
gonna
for?
say she's
Okay, let me ask
19,
you
she
this
was
then. What was
groomed
she
and all
suing him
that.
for?
But
She was
but
doing
but
allegedly the unadvantaged actions that he was
Right,
taking against her.
right.
But
So it's to
the
shut
role
her
play
up from
was
saying
there in black and white.
he took the
mhm.
ass without consent. Do you know that allegation come out? And of course, you're looking at you're looking at the whole system. If she would have went forward with that, with those text messages she have, that's to shut it up because you never know. He still might get charged criminally based upon what's out here.
No, but
He that's
they
that's
would need
money for her not
someone.
to come
She would have to take the
testify.
stand. They would need a witness to
If
take
them
the stand.
folks
They
want
just
to
can't
come
bring a
get
case.
him, what was that?
In order to bring a case, somebody has to take the stand. There has to be a witness.
No,
So
No, it don't.
that's not necessarily
No, it
true.
don't.
yeah, it does. Yeah,
No,
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 where you
you
no,
have
getting
no,
this
it no, it does
from?
not.
the only way that a government can bring a case, a criminal case against you, is if you don't open your mouth to the police, and they can. It's your word.
Have you ever
They can
heard of
say
state
they can
charges?
testify to what you
Have you
told them.
ever heard of state charge? I'm not talking about the government.
Yeah, when they say the state bringing the case, there is no such thing unless you done talk to them police. You cannot. That's why they say you have the right to remain silent because the police don't take the stand. There cannot be a trial if there's no witnesses. That's why they say keep quiet, don't say nothing
Okay.
because you don't need nobody to come forward if you tell the police what happened. Just like if you go into a jail cell and you talking, telling people your business about their case, they can choose to take the stand against you. So all they need is for somebody to take the stand. That girl don't even have to come forward. If he start running his mouth,
That's
whoever
what
he
I'm
talked
stating
to,
to you
they can
right
take the
now.
stand.
She don't have to necessarily be nowhere in there.
Right, but they need somebody to take the stand. So if he don't say nothing, it ain't gonna be nothing.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
They can bring.
Yeah,
I don't know where you getting
I
this.
know the
They
law.
know.
I know that part.
You think you
Okay.
know the law. They change
No,
the
I
law
know.
every day.
However, it was all about the chess game, the financial
Mm-hmm.
chess game that he chose to play, and also which was aligned to protecting his image. He, according to the research that I found, was to offer this settlement because he was bound to even make double of the money back
Mm-hmm.
after of the amount of what he paid her just to
Right.
protect
Mm-hmm.
all down to protect his image.
Right.
So
Without putting this scandal out here.
so my
Right.
question to you though is that since we're talking about finances and things like that and equating it to his characteristic traits and his image, is that something as a man what you have done to settle out something that you knew was your truth but you wanted to protect your image? So I'm gonna risk this 30 million. I'll give her that. It's not even a risk factor anymore. So
I
I'll
don't
take retract that.
I
But
don't
I
think I
want
would have
to
put
save my
myself in
image
that
because I want to make
situation.
more money. Because I want to make more money.
But who knows? I probably wouldn't have put myself in that situation, but somebody would have probably created the situation.
Yeah.
You see how that
And,
works?
and here's the sad part about that the situation. The next day, she puts out a statement. Oh, I'm retiring from OnlyFans.
Sure did. She was
You
done.
That
think?
that 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 tells you
The
there
game
was
that she
something else going. Exactly.
mm-hmm,
That
Hmm.
tell that that tells you a lot about her as well.
mm-hmm.
Of course, that's why I was talking about the FBA and other people. You
I
have to
knew that was
learn where
coming
a
back.
person
Uh,
I
comes
knew it.
from.
Audra, I'm not talking about no damn
I'm
FBA.
saying
I don't want to hear about no FBA or none of that.
PC.
FBA
that's
ain't got
real though. Some people
nothing.
just not raised right.
Guess what?
It's not
FBA
raised
ain't
right.
got
They
nothing
got
to do with
no
how people being raised.
integrity.
So
Then what do
let's
you
leave
call
that
it?
out
That's
of the. Let's
evil.
excuse me. Let's leave FBA out of the equation. That's a whole nother topic.
Uh,
What
some
she did
says
is
that he's
pure
about to do
evil.
two.
And anybody in their right mind to date mess around with a Caucasian woman, they stupid. And I'm putting it out there. That's just the way it is. Same thing with we saw what happened with Cassie. And you can say, okay, it's just one example, it's just one example, but we gotta look at history. That's what you gotta look at. And it's not necessarily only those race of women. You got some skin folk that are not kinfolk.
I
So
mean, so
that's
are
why it
you
goes back to you gotta
Man,
study
this
their history,
LBA.
their
I told
family
you this
lineage.
LBA was gonna be a
You got
problem when we
to.
talked
You
about this
got
shit six
to.
months
so
ago.
basically without you to your understanding and your research, dating outside of your race can cause you traumatic injury, whether if it's financial
Yeah,
or
because as FBA, we're gonna hold ourselves
Oh my
accountable.
god.
If you know her family, typically you're gonna know each other's people. If you're not trying to, oh, I'm finding somebody online, I go to this dating website. No, that's not how we do that.
Well,
We
let me
need
ask
to
you
get
something.
back to
What does
grassroots.
what is the criteria for when FBA when black on black go
No,
against
see,
each
that's
other?
why I pointed out that these people that are
I,
in the news, in the media, killing, shooting, carjacking, robbery, burglary, those people are not typically FBA. Y'all
what
gotta
are you
look into
talking
their
about?
background.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I've been looking into
So
that.
anybody that does anything heinous,
I'm not
Mm,
they,
saying they're
they
not FBA, but the ones that I've
so
seen,
FBA is
they're not
just.
FBA.
Let me tell you something. Do you know the founder of FBA is married to a white woman?
And like I said, I do not follow the
Dave Chappelle
information.
is married to what, an Asian?
Hmm.
No, Papoose, I'm going deeper. I'm talking about the founder of this FBA that she keeps speaking on.
I do not follow him. You saying he
But you
founded it?
follow his
He
ideology?
didn't
I thought
found
that
me.
does
He
not
didn't found
compute.
me. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Do y'all hear what I'm asking?
I am the descendant of slaves and those that were indigenous to this land.
Well, then just
Now,
say
the
indigenous.
term
Leave the damn
FBA,
FBA alone.
Foundational Black American, is for
Oh
the
God.
start of this country, the United States.
You wouldn't have known shit
First of all, we
about
was
this
already here.
FBA shit if it wasn't for the founder.
Why do you keep saying that? He coined a
Because you
phrase.
not
Just like
understanding
just like
how
anybody
simple
can
this
coin
is.
a phrase. Anybody can coin a phrase, but that don't mean
And
the
you would have never heard
definition.
this
You
phrase if
created
it
that. You
wasn't
didn't
for
create the
him.
definition. The
You
definition
would
was
have
there
never
when we were
heard the
African
phrase.
Americans. It's the same meaning.
All
We're
right,
just
I'm done with
distinguishing
that shit, man.
ourselves from other
Do y'all
people
understand
from
what I'm
other
saying?
countries. That's it. Period.
No,
Do
go ahead,
y'all
Jojo.
understand what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna go JoJo and then Sir Miguel, and we're gonna, I guess, we're gonna keep our Saturday Night Lives going, you guys. But we're going into 2:30 now, and
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I mean,
Well,
goddamn. It wouldn't be
hey,
no FBA if it wasn't for him. For you to be hollering this shit all night, it
It's
wouldn't be
a
it.
term. You're talking about the definition wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him. That's not true at all.
He, he coined the first. Don't worry about it. Fuck it.
FBA, Foundational Black Americans. He's
I know what
a
the fuck
genius
it
for
means.
coming up
I
with
talked
that.
about it 7 months ago. What are you talking about, Audra?
Okay, but that don't have nothing to do with who
And
I
you just
am.
heard about this, you say 2 weeks ago, which I
I'm
doubt.
thinking that you're not FBA because you don't
I'm
understand
not
the
no damn
significance of it.
FBA. Hell no, I'm not FBA.
Okay then. So where are you from? Where your people from?
I don't know.
That's on you. You don't know.
And you don't know where your people from. You
Yes,
know
I
what they
do.
told you.
Hey, Sir Miguel, go ahead and have the last word so we can get up
It's
out of here.
called
I will
graveyard
meet you
death
guys
certificate,
back
birth
here. Don't
certificate,
beat me back
You
here
don't know
next
where your people
night
from. You know
land
what
at
these
tattoo.
people told
2:30,
you.
guys.
look, I I
Jesus
just want to say
Christ.
thank you and JoJo for putting this live together. It was very interesting. I think more of this need to be had. And again, I respect everybody's opinions.
Absolutely.
Um, and I think the beauty of it is we can all learn from each other, and that's a great thing. Is when we stop learning from each other, that's when it's a problem. So just keep an open mind about things and give each other a chance. But at the end of the day, this was beautiful. And to all the people in the chat, thank you guys for being here.
Absolutely.
Continue to continue to support One Pap.
Yeah.
And again, happy early born day to One Pap. Her birthday is on Monday.
Yay.
I'm going to sip again for her tomorrow up until Monday and
Hey.
enjoy.
Hey, big 5-5, you guys, coming up on Monday. I feel so blessed. I feel great. A little overwhelmed through the week because I deal with a lot of bit more paperwork now, but hey, I'm moving through that as well. But let me say this about relationships on the way out. They are what you choose to make of them. It comes with a lot of footwork into it. It does. You're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. But it is marvelous when you could take some of your bad days that you had and turn them into good days. We are supposed to be succeeding out here and growing with a partner, not so much being so much separated, sidelined. Now, in this near future that we have, they're making it extremely hard for us all out here. And to provide is it's just great to have two financial people stepping, the same beat, the same walk and whatever to pull you out of your situations and exploring a lot of fabulous things going on out here around the world than it is to be apart and disgruntled and stabbing each other in the back. Love is abundance and you can have that. You just have to make way for it and make it happen and accept some of the bad things in the relationship. I mean, they not beating you and you not beating him and your hands on each other. Work things out, write it down, talk about it. You can get through it. And as Mr. Miguel would probably say and bag me up on it, you gotta put God first. You gotta have him in the midst of things. You do, and you will
Absolutely.
prevail. You will prevail. I'm not in 100% perfectness of a relationship, but I try to do my damnness to just, make it, curate with what I have, because I know that in the long run, being by yourself, it can be even worse. It can be even harder, unless you got one of them big major jobs, pulling you off like that. But and also, you don't want to be walking around talking to yourself. You gotta have somebody there to even argue with. That can be fun. You just pick a fucking argument. Be all right. Make that shit up with sex. You be all right. Be all right. But Sir Miguel, love you, bro. Jojo,
Love you
love
too.
you back over here. I'm glad you brought this up, but don't test me no more. Cause I don't need to do
this is
anything.
just the opening. You got backed in the corner. You had your back up, but I like to thank everybody that came out, the whole panel, the chat. You know what I'm saying? We need to have more constructive conversations like this. And if people have any ideas or something they want to talk about, that's what it's all about. We get out here and get on these platforms and speak on it and enjoy one another, have fun with it, agree and disagree. But
Yeah.
to all the fellas out here, man, don't let your lady hide that bag, man. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying? That's not
stash
a good
that money.
thing, man.
Stash
That shit is
that
wrong.
money.
That shit is wrong.
Hey,
You dig?
hey, hey, you women, if he give you 100, put 25 away. Okay.
But I look forward to having these kind of conversations in the future, man, and we're gonna make this shit pop, man.
All
This
right,
just the
Arjun.
beginning.
Come on,
Yeah.
Arjun. Get your 1 minute in. We out of here.
Okay. Sorry, Albert. So I was gonna say that two people should be able to talk to themselves, talk about it, whatever it is, whether it's hours upon hours, days upon days, weeks upon weeks, and be understanding, right? Because people go through stuff, you know. She, I done lost two parents, you know. Um, I went through my court thing. People go through things, and having someone that's understanding of that, that's important. So if you two can talk together, they're there for you, with you through all of that, then, you know, through your ups and downs, that's important. You know, that's what I'm saying. Talk to each other. You don't
Absolutely.
need everybody's input. This is just entertainment. What
Mhm.
y'all got going on is real. So
Absolutely. Hey, on that note, you guys,
Oh, Audrey, you forgot something though.
oh, not the FBA shit.
You gotta say power to FBA, god damn it.
shut up. Is that what he says? Is that what Tariq Nasheed says?
Probably so. But
I'm
guess
just being
what?
I don't
silly,
even know how he
man.
got his name. How he came up with Tariq and she? He was
I'm
part
just
of the
being
NOI
silly. I'm
too.
just being silly. Don't pay me no mind. You know, shit.
We back.
You gotta relax sometimes.
We back. First reload,
Okay.
ladies' night, gents' night over here, over one papoose. Sometimes you will, JoJo will be live and we'll run them over there. It's all good in the neighborhood. Let's get up out of here, you guys. Y'all know what? Each one teach one. Love everybody. I'm out of here. Later, Gators.
All right,
Love y'all to life.
later.
Smile
Love
like
y'all.
last year.
Lay
Love you.
back, cry, whisper. I've been doing taking a moment to rest in yourself. Give it a little time, make it hard. Stay on my job, like no days off, so you can go home.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me shout out Ro One More Go on the show, you guys. She endorsed 5 memberships tonight, you guys. Shannon, 41 months of membership. And guess what? Mamas, y'all are great. Sticking beside me, riding by me. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to JoJo because I was really in the midst of just doing stuff and just doing me. It's my birthday weekend. Monday is my birthday. Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys hitting me on my emails or a text message with have a great birthday, Pap, because that's all I ask for. Ro also endorsed $20 towards me some Dunkin' Donuts, you guys. So I'm loving her for that. And don't forget, grab your membership because it grows the channel, and I appreciate that. Get your subscription on. I appreciate that. Let's not forget our trolls that are out there because they do come in, and some of them are actually respectful, and I don't mind having them in the chat. They help grow the channel also. But I'm looking forward to continuing on. Let's document this as our first Rehab Reload relationship series that I hope that we can keep going, bring other people in, get on the panel, and let's talk about it. Some of it might seem repetitious, but we'll get there to get to some common stomping ground out here. I love you guys, and I am out of here, and I will see you soon. Happy birthday, happy birthday, bitch. 55, you guys, and I'm still standing strong thanks to Almighty. But later, Gators.
Can a nigga catch a break? Pretty brown girl, that's the bay. You can keep your head. I'm a bit of a
Away.
hey, hey. Already got the world, babe. Give a pretty brown girl a space. You can keep your head. I'ma make a better way. Hey, better way. Oh,
Thank you, Shannon.
I'm in dad's only daughter. You're a pretty lyrics to your eyes.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Reba. Y'all sleep well tonight. I'm about to crash out. Get right back up in the morning. Finish doing my house duties. Put me some dinner on. Later. That's what's up, Priscilla. Thank you.